close the gap on Democratic nominee Zoran Mamdani.
Fox's Alexa McAdams in New York City. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 67. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That'll be at 6:08. 46 in Neosho, 41 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Galena, 48 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9, and on your smart speaker. News Talk KZRG. An African tradition goes on display in Missouri Southern in Joplin today. News Talk KZRG Steve Smith has the story.
It's the Font Baby Outdooring and Naming Ceremony, a cultural tradition in Ghana. The event takes place today from noon to 1:30 in Corley Auditorium on the Missouri Southern campus. In the culture of Ghana, an outdooring and naming ceremony symbolizes a child's identity and heritage while bestowing blessings from loved ones. You can read more about it online at newstalkkzrg.com. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
A meat snack company that recently expanded into central Missouri is already seeing rapid growth. Western Smokehouse Partners opened its new plant in Mexico, back in August. CEO Matt Borman says things took off pretty quickly.
We were up to 122 employees with about 8 starting next week as well, on the way to 300 eventually. So it's ramping up very nicely, about to add second shift to unlock even more volume. And then when the new expansion goes, we'll keep growing from there.
The Missouri Department of Conservation investigating a bird flu outbreak. The department's Deb Hubman says that it received reports of sick and dead birds across the state, mainly geese, ducks, hawks, and eagles.
We've had 11 birds confirmed so far. We're just starting to get some reports in. It caught us a little off guard. Avian influenza usually starts to show up in Missouri around Thanksgiving time.
Although human infections are rare, the department urges caution to help prevent the virus from spreading through contact with infected bird waste. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310, 48 at 604, News Talk KZRG.
Don't miss out on the Veterans Day Parade in Joplin. The 38th Annual Joplin Community Veterans Day Parade. That's happening on Saturday, November 8th. The parade gets kicked off at 10 in the morning at 15th and Main. It will run north on Main to 3rd west of Joplin Avenue, and then south to City Hall parking lots, which is between 5th and 7th. You are invited to join in on the fun. News Talk KZRG and the stations of Zimmer Marketing will be in attendance.
The Parsons Police Department inviting you to participate, if you're a member of the community, to participate in a new community feedback survey. It's open from this weekend through November the 18th. Parsons Police Lieutenant Jason Ludwig tells News Talk KZRG the survey allows citizens to express their thoughts about a number of issues, including
whether or not we are transparent regarding incidents in the area, whether or not they feel satisfied, what kind of interaction they've had with the police department, and if they would consider that a positive interaction or negative interaction.
Survey participation open to all Parsons residents. An email address is required to take part. You'll find a link online at newstalkkzrg.com. Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk KZRG.
In NFL action, the Bills beat the Chiefs 28-21. On Sunday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. In NBA action, the Thunder moved to 7-0 with a 137-106 win over the Pelicans. In D2 football over the weekend, Pitt State beat MSSU 30-10. In prep football district action, Neosho beat Branson 42-20. Webb City beat Parkview 52-21. Carl Junction beat Bolivar 35-14. Monette beat McDonald County 36-28. Nevada had a forfeit win over Southeast. East Newton beat Hollister 21-12. Mount Vernon beat Aurora 38-14. And Greenfield beat New Heights 92-72 in 8-man action. In state volleyball, Billings beat New Heights Christian 3-1. And Webb City beat Marshfield 3-0 in the sectional round. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. It's free at your app store. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news at 6:30. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunny and dry this week. Temperatures getting warmer. 67 today, 74 tomorrow, 72 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather's a service of Club Car Wash. Hey, Joplin and Miami, it's time to shine. Club Car Wash locations are opening now. Join the club and check them out online at clubcarwash.com.
KZRG Storm Tracker Radar has the clean sweep this morning. 46 in Neosho, 41 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Galena, 48 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time now 6:08.
Inside you, trillions of cells are sending signals. Some are strong, some are tired, some are calling for help. The question is, are you listening? At Revive IV and Wellness Lounge, we hear your body at its core. Vitamin infusions, infrared saunas, cold plunges, sound therapy, compression recovery. Every detail designed for cellular restoration. The future of wellness isn't coming. It's here, and it starts with your cells. Revive IV and Wellness Lounge is now open in Webb City next to Tea Time. Check us out at reviveiv.org or follow us on social media.
This is a test. This station is conducting a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. This has been a weekly test of the emergency alert system. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by an official warning or alert information. This station serves the tri-state area. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
We all know the importance of good daily habits, whether it's getting your steps in, stretching those limbs, or eating right. Doing it on the regular is key. That's why if you're dealing with everyday aches and pain, it's time to bring Relief Factor into your routine. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a special formula of 4 natural ingredients. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So call 1-800-4-RELIEF and try their 3-week quick start for only $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Simply call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're having pain, don't let it keep you from living the life you want. Make Relief Factor part of your daily routine. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
Get ready, ladies. Football is back. And here at IPOC Electric, it's time to prep for the season.
Please don't tell me that you're trying to Tim the Toolman tailor it again.
Ooh, like football helmet hard hats?
Nope. We've asked before. The guy's already said no. He's about to say something boring like breaker boxes.
Hey, breakers are exciting. Imagine the game's on the line, and then your TV goes poof. That's why we fix your panels before they throw a flag on game day.
See? Boring.
And the best idea yet, Friday night at the high school game, I'm going to take my shirt off and paint IPOC Electric right across my belly.
No, think of the children.
Your belly's not a billboard, Dad. It's a Jumbotron.
Or, and hear me out, we just wear our IPOC Electric t-shirts like normal people.
Fine, but remember, if your lights flicker, your breaker fumbles, or your TV throws an interception, don't panic. Just IPOC it with IPOC Electric and Solar.
Find us at ipocelectric.com.
That's IPOCK electric.com.
News, weather, politics. Live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. News Talk KZRG. Depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
6:11 is the KZRG News Time Monday morning. 48 in Joplin, 41 in Pittsburgh, 45 in Miami. It is 46 in Neosho, shaping up to be a good day, huh,
Yeah,
Steve?
and you know what's really weird? The sun is coming up an hour earlier for some odd reason this morning.
What?
I don't know why. I'm looking at it on the sky cam right now, and it's weird.
So askew.
Yeah, it's going to be sunny today. We're expecting high of 67 tonight, mostly clear down to 49. Breezy tomorrow. Oh, boy, back up into the 70s. 72 for the high on Tuesday, 73 for the high on Wednesday, 76 for the high on Thursday. Then we have a cool down coming on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So look forward to that. The weekend will be cooler.
Zimmer Storm Center app. This is your daily reminder to take a little peek-see. Totally free to download in the App Store. Gives you play-by-play weather alerts because it's awesome. Yeah, we have a lot going on in the 4 states area today. Notably, of course, the fact that the Missouri Department of Commerce and Insurance has announced the release of final health insurance rates for Missouri's 2026 individual and small group markets. Let's go!
All right, let's get a big cheer for it. Yeah, come on, big cheer.
Let me tell you, this is something I've been waiting for months now. I've been counting down the days. When I saw that today was the day it happened, oh my God, I was jumping with joy.
I waited for 11 months for this this year. 11 months.
Yeah, and by the way, only 364 more days until the 2027 rates are released.
Get those rates going.
Start the countdown. It's like Christmas morning, huh? Yeah, basically, this is important if you care about insurance or are thinking about changing your insurance plan. If you're not much you can do.
You know, bringing up those the anniversaries, I think we're less than 8 weeks away from Christmas. I'll have to count, see how many weeks.
Count on your fingers and or abacus.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, for 2026, every county in Missouri will continue to have at least 2 carriers offering individual health insurance plans, with most counties having more than that. A lot of them have 4, a handful only have 2, evidently. So now, basically, honestly, talk to your insurer, take a little look-see at your plan, and really go deep. Do a little deep dive with your insurance agency or your insurance agent if you have a relationship with them. A lot of people do. Or at least get them on the 2-way. Talk to your HR rep, something of that nature, and actually take the time to go through and take a look, see what's going on, because everyone's plan is different at the end of the day.
I've actually already done that for mine.
What? Let's go, Steve.
I'm so proud of myself. I can pat myself on the back. See?
Would you like a Scooby snack, Steve, as a treat?
Oh, sure. Scooby-Doo.
Now, basically, if you want to have more detailed info, we're not going to get into all the nitty-gritty because, like I said, most people's plans are going to be very different from each other. Most of your plans aren't going to be the same as your neighbors, your coworkers. But there's a really, really helpful link where you can get specific info. You can find that link in this story at news.kzrg.com. But there are things you can know and should know about now, which is enhanced advance premium tax credits. Some have argued this has helped lower monthly premiums for some consumers. They're currently set to expire at the end of 2025. That's one of the things Congress is arguing about. What that will do, depending on whether or not they extend them or not, will dictate prices to an extent. But that's sort of the political sector of this. But really what you need to know is those prices, where we got 2026 rates, talk to your insurer. Get it done.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if they go up until after the shutdown is done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Now, annual open enrollment for health insurance coverage in 2026, it began a few days ago. November 1st is when it started. Now, for coverage to start January 1st, if you want your coverage to start at the beginning of next year, you need to enroll or change your plan by December 15th of this year. So now's the time. Get with your insurance agency or insurer by December 15th. That's the cutoff for making these changes.
Now, consumers who miss the December 15th deadline, though, will have until January 15th of 2026 to enroll, but their coverage will not start until February the 1st of next year. This year has been a challenging one for the health insurance industry nationwide, with new federal rules and ongoing litigation creating uncertainty for insurers and consumers alike. Despite these challenges, DCI remains committed to supporting Missourians and providing clear, accessible information and resources to help them make informed choices.
Yeah, and the other thing that is highly recommended is, I know a lot of people, they get caught up on the dollar amount, which is a very, very good thing to be caught up on. But consider more than just the dollar amount. Consider what you actually need in your health insurance plan or your insurance plan in general, what your family actually needs. And obviously, those prices are going to dictate, or the services required are going to dictate the prices. But yeah, contact your insurer today. This is your reminder. KZRG News Time, 6:15. Well, we have another update for you regarding that government shutdown that's happening in D.C. Notably, of course, what's happening with the airlines right now. That was a story we were following a couple of weeks back, sort of fell out of favor in the whole 24-hour news cycle, but it's back up again. A lot of air traffic controllers and TSA officers nationwide now not getting paid. Now, in a very interesting and I think pretty cool turn of events here, a lot of private for-profit airlines are trying to do their part to help keep airports open and running and keep these people with some semblance of compensation during the time that they're working, i.e. the air traffic controllers and TSA agents. A lot of U.S. airlines, they are actually offering free food to these airport workers that are federally employed.
Now, I wonder if these are from regular restaurants or if they're airline food.
I believe, yeah, they're just throwing bags of peanuts and pretzels at them.
And stuff, yeah.
Catch! Whew, little bag, little free sodas. No, basically, a lot of airports, if you aren't familiar with how airports work, there's a lot of restaurants in them. A lot of them have breakfast places, lunch places, barbecue places. Most of them have bars. If you're in Vegas, it has a full slot machine section as well, because that's how Vegas rolls. And basically, a lot of these airlines, they're chipping in and offering to pay for the meals of some of these workers while they are still working without actual paychecks at this time. So roughly 13,000 air traffic controllers and 50,000 TSA officers now having to work without pay. And these airlines are kind of trying to help out a little bit to keep this flowing.
Yeah, at least they're trying to keep them fed during this time of lean cuisine not happening.
But look at that, Steve. You're a poet, and you were totally aware of it, huh?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're providing meals and whatnot to help out, which is awesome. I think that's great. You know, honestly, even at this, I'll say this, even at the level of, airlines, these massive corporate conglomerates dealing with billions of dollars a year, they have this giant deck of planes, which are obviously really expensive, huge apparatus, and even they are starting to help out workers and people.
Well, they're doing it for more than one reason, because of if there's less TSA employees on the job, that means they get delays and or cancellations out the wazoo.
Oh, so you think this is less, let's help out our buddies here and more keeping business going.
I think it's a combination of both.
Two things could be true at once, huh, Steve?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah. Now, honestly, the question I think is, well, the question I would like to posit this morning is, do you think FAA workers and TSA workers should be, during shutdowns, still get paid, and the drawdowns be automatic the same way they're automatic for things like Social Security and stuff?
Personally, I think that is a yes. A yes answer. I think they should get paid even during the shutdowns, because of this causes more problems with the national security because people can't get where they need to go.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. If the federal government is going to take over, which they did, they took over a necessary component of a necessary form of travel in this country. The component they took over being air traffic control and TSA security. Those are required to fly. If they're going to take that over, then they have a responsibility to make sure that it is operational, no matter shine, nor shut down, nor rain, nor whatever. That is their responsibility. If they are going to have a monopoly on it, and there is no free market alternative to a TSA agent or an air traffic controller, then they are on the hook no matter what to keep it running. So I totally agree. I think that the drawdown should be automatic for their pay.
I think they should be paid just like congressmen and senators are paid during the shutdown.
Are they getting paid?
Yes.
Oh,
they don't lose their paychecks or benefits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they get their benefits no matter what.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So, and it's not back pay? They get it, checks cleared?
They get their checks cleared.
Well.
You need to ask Eric about that.
We will. We'll ask Congressman Eric Burleson on Friday about that. KZRG News Time, 6:21.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk, KZRG.
Number 3.
President Trump does not expect to go to war with Venezuela, but the president said he thinks Venezuela's leaders' days are numbered as the U.S. continues to blow up suspected drug smuggling boats in international waters.
Number 2.
An Arizona Superior Court judge was caught on a police body cam exposing herself and urinating in public just steps from the courthouse where she served, let's make that clear. Her husband then steps in to try to separate her from the officers, at which point he is arrested. Following the incident, she submitted her resignation.
Number 1.
There was a rollover accident in Crawford County over the weekend after a Hyundai reached speeds of 90 miles an hour while blowing through stop signs near Pittsburgh. Eventually, the vehicle left the road and rolled over in a ditch.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on daylight saving time? Fall back was this weekend. What is your thinking on it? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page or leave us an open mic message. We'll play it live on air here. Coming up, what's going on with your money on News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
7 weeks to be seen. Can you believe that's what my doctor's office told me? Thankfully, a friend told me about AFC. I booked an urgent care visit from my couch. I got in first thing, and a doctor listened to my lungs, called in a prescription, and helped me to feel like myself again. I'm done with waiting. My new doctor, our new doctor, is AFC.
At AFC, we eliminate colds, plus eliminate cold shoulders. AFC, we're urgent care, plus so much more.
Missouri winters can be sneaky, so don't let this mild weather fool you. Hi, I'm Brooke with Flames in Joplin, and winter is coming, and the experienced staff here at Flames are ready to help. Right now, we have a great selection of in-stock low-ply wood stoves and fireplace inserts ready for installation in your home. Beautiful, efficient, amazing heat sources, low-ply wood stoves are proudly constructed right here in the USA. And that's not all. Every low-ply wood stove and fireplace insert qualifies for the federal tax credit of up to $2,000 through the end of 2025. Flames also offers professional installation by our team of NFI certified installers. Our pre-holiday installation appointments are booking up quickly, so hurry by and let the experienced staff at Flames find the perfect low-ply wood stove or fireplace insert for your home. And don't forget, the federal tax credit of up to $2,000 is valid on all low-ply wood and pellet burning appliances purchased and installed by the end of 2025, so don't delay. Stop by Flames today.
Hi, I'm Shane.
And I'm Brooke.
And we've been playing with fire since 1995.
Stop by Flames at 4601 South Range Line, half a mile south of I-44.
Put your money where your mouth is. Easy to say, hard to do. But when you believe in your work, when you know you have potential and you know that you have good partners, well, it gets a whole lot easier. We're Zimmer Marketing, and we're ready to invest in you when you invest in yourself. With the return of our website grant program, our local web team builds award-winning sites on the same framework as Amazon, YouTube, and Facebook. For your money, you'll get a site that's faster, more secure, and more customized than any of our competitors can offer. And with our Zimmer Marketing website grant, for every dollar you spend on your site, we'll match it in commercials on our award-winning radio stations. Get started today at ZimmerMarketing.com. But don't wait. We have a limited number of website grants available. Claim yours now at ZimmerMarketing.com. Are you ready to invest in your brand? We are. Zimmer Marketing. It just works.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Pfizer is suing over some unsolicited competition in its nearly $5 billion bid to buy the drug maker Metsera. Novo Nordisk said it planned to buy Metsera in a deal that could be worth up to $9 billion, and Metsera said the offer appeared to be superior to Pfizer's bid, which was announced in September. The Korea Economic Daily reports South Korea's Samsung has reached an agreement with Tesla to supply more than $2.1 billion worth of energy storage system batteries to Tesla over 3 years. The newspaper cited an unnamed source in the battery battery industry. Dutch health technology giant Philips Respironics has notified state officials it plans to lay off nearly 200 people at 3 Westmoreland County locations beginning in early 2026. Philips issued a warn notice to the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry, part of a move that the company initially announced in June of 2024. Futures are slightly higher. Friday, the Dow Industrials gained 40, the NASDAQ up 143. That's your money now.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Catch my show every weekday. It all starts at 2 for honest news, truthful news on News Talk, KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk, KZRG.
Can you feel it in the air, Steve?
I feel a rumor. It's going to get colder, but it's going to get warmer first. In fact, it's going to be up to 67 today with a lot of sunshine glowing in the sky. Mostly clear tonight, down to 49. Sunny, warmer, breezy, 72 tomorrow, 73 on Wednesday, 76 on Thursday. Then it's going to start cooling down again, sunny and 70 on Friday. Mostly sunny, 68 on Saturday, and down to 55 for the high on Sunday. So it's going to be warmer and then cooler.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Be there or be square.
That's true. Hey, coming up at 7:10 this morning, we're going to be joined by Joplin Mayor Keenan Cortez. We're going to be talking about the Woodsona Marketplace Community Improvement District, which is fancy speak for...
What?
We'll find out at 7:10. How do you like that tease?
Well,
wow,
excuse me for asking.
How dare you, sir? And at 7:40 this morning, we're going to be joined by Joplin Fire Department's Dustin Luno. Now that it's getting a little bit cooler, a lot of us are starting to bust out the space heaters or perhaps the electric blankets, which, while those can be lovely and nice, do pose a certain fire risk. We're going to be talking to the Joplin Fire Department about what those risks are and, of course, how we can mitigate them. We're also going to be asking the Joplin Fire Department who they like more, me or Steve. That's going to be a really controversial subject matter. I imagine the bulk of the interview. You think you know the answer?
I think I know the answer.
And you know, Steve, I think I know the answer too. Huh. Interesting. I guess,
very. With that smirky smile on your face right now.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I guess we'll have to find out at 7:40.
Okay.
News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
At 6:30, I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Joplin Fire Department's favorite, Ted Bojorquez.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG. America held hostage, day 34.
More remains returned to Israel.
UFO sightings on the rise. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG topping out at 67 today. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That'll be at 6:38. It's 46 in Neosho, 41 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Baxter Springs, 48 in Joplin. On your smart speaker in AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. News Talk, KZRG. The federal government remains shut down as Republicans and Democrats blame each other for it. Ashley Strohmeyer has more.
Government shutdown is now entering its second month, and there is still no end in sight. Millions are feeling the strain as food stamp delays grow and federal aid dries up. Healthcare premiums are also rising. The main sticking point is over Obamacare subsidies that are set to expire soon. Republicans want to reopen the government at current spending levels first and then negotiate the issue, but Democrats say the subsidies must be extended before any deal.
The remains of 3 Israeli hostages returned by Hamas have been identified.
All the bodies were those of soldiers killed in the attack by Hamas on October 7, 2023. One of them, Captain Omer Nutra, had both American and Israeli citizenship. The others are Staff Sergeant Oz Daniel and Colonel Asaf Hamami. According to Hamas, their remains were found on Sunday inside a tunnel in southern Gaza. President Trump says he's spoken to Captain Nutra's family. The bodies of 8 hostages remain in Gaza. Israel wants to see faster progress in returning them. Hamas says 2 years of devastation in Gaza makes finding the hostages more complicated. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
A popular UFO reporting app reportedly has been recording thousands of mysterious underwater objects up and down the U.S. coastlines.
They say the truth is out there when it comes to the nature and origin of UFOs, but those unidentified flying objects may not be so far away. Some UFO enthusiasts have long believed they may not be coming from outer space at all, but are instead coming from beneath the ocean. Now the popular UFO app Enigma, which launched in 2022, claims to be recording tens of thousands of mysterious underwater objects up and down the U.S. coastlines and has documented more than 9,000 USOs, or unidentified submersible objects, since August alone. Enigma and the Pentagon did not immediately respond to Fox for comment. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
At 6:33, it's 48 News Talk KZRG.
There's a new COVID variant nicknamed razor blade throat.
Dr. Stephen Lawrence, professor of medicine at Washington University in St. Louis, says people are reporting sore throats that feel like swallowing razor blades. He says the virus actually does tissue damage to the throat and destroys some cells and leaves microscopic areas that are raw and cause a lot of throat pain. He says it's also highly contagious, but that vaccines are holding up well and still offer strong protection. You can get the full story on the KZRG app. Ethan Thomas, News Talk KZRG.
The Parsons Police Department inviting members of the community to participate in a new community feedback survey open from this last weekend through November the 18th. Parsons Police Lieutenant Jason Ludwig tells News Talk KZRG.
Anytime that we can gain information from the community that we serve, it brings a healthy insight to the administration, who are sometimes not seen in public as much as their patrol officers. So it gives a good idea for us to evaluate the needs of the department, what we can do to help provide a better service to them.
Parsons survey participation is open to all Parsons residents. An email address is required to take part. You can find a link online at newstalkkzrg.com. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. 48 at 6:34. News Talk KZRG.
Register now to attend the 51st Missouri Governors Conference on Agriculture. It's scheduled for November 12 and 13 of this year, which is a Wednesday and Thursday, by the way, at the Whittam Executive Center in Columbia, Missouri. Missouri farmers, ranchers, agribusiness leaders, and aspiring agriculturalists are invited to enjoy the program. You can see a list of topics and information on registration in this story inside the KZRG app.
A romantic drama wins the top spot at the Halloween weekend box office.
Paramount's Regretting You takes the top spot at the weekend box office with an estimated $8.1 million in North American ticket sales.
Where is Clara?
Hey, Aunt Jenny.
Hey, Claire Bear.
Guess who just spent the last half hour with the coolest guy in school?
Universal's horror sequel, Black Phone 2, coming in at a close second place with $8 million in ticket sales, giving it a 3-week haul of $61.5 million domestically and $104.7 million globally. Rounding out the top 3, Chainsaw Man with $6 million, Begonia finishing 4th with $4.8 million, and a nationwide re-release of Back to the Future pulling in $4.7 million to finish in 5th place. Paul Stevens, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk KZRG.
In NFL action, the Bills beat the Chiefs 28-21. On Sunday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. In NBA action, the Thunder moved to 7-0 with a 137-106 win over the Pelicans. In D2 football over the weekend, Pitt State beat MSSU 30-10. In prep football district action, Neosho beat Branson 42-20. Webb City beat Parkview 52-21. Carl Junction beat Bolivar 35-14. Monette beat McDonald County 36-28. Nevada had a forfeit win over Southeast. East Newton beat Hollister 21-12. Mount Vernon beat Aurora 38-14. And Greenfield beat New Heights 92-72 in 8-man action. In state volleyball, Billings beat New Heights Christian 3-1. And Webb City beat Marshfield 3-0 in the sectional round. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
It's free at your app store. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. It's 46 in Neosho, 41 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Webb City, 48 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time 6:38.
The spider can have over 1,000 babies at a time in your attic, crawl spaces, or even your living room. Think you can get away from them? Think again. There are up to 30,000 spiders on a single acre, and in the fall, they're all looking for shelter in your home.
Hey, it's Doug and Rory from Bugaway Pest Control. It's true, thousands of spiders could be trying to enter your home, and some of them could be dangerous.
At Bugaway, we've been fighting 4-state pests for over 40 years. We can make sure those spooky spiders are eliminated from your home.
And we can make sure they don't come back with regular service provided by our Pest Away plans.
We're the only place you can get Doug and Rory's pest-free guarantee. So if you don't see our logo, it's a no-go. Get started today at bugawaypc.com.
We do exactly what we say. We keep the bugs away.
Customer satisfaction is our number one goal at Bugaway Pest Control. Hinkle's Ace Hardware, they got what you need there.
My wife's social media is full of fall porch displays spilling down the walkway. You can create displays like an influencer with a few easy tips and supplies from Hinkle's Ace Hardware. First, create height and a rustic feel with grasses, corn shocks, or even wheat bundles in pots, bushel baskets, or galvanized buckets. For the main body of the display, add color and beauty with our homegrown 3-color mums. They're a mix of our favorites like orange, purples, and reds, all in one pot. Replant your summer porch pots with flowering cabbage, pansies, or even evergreens, or fill them with stacks of colorful pumpkins and gourds. And of course, no fall decor would be complete without pumpkins and gourds in all shapes, sizes, colors for tabletops or doorsteps. Add in rustic lanterns, blankets, rocking chairs, and doormats, and you'll be trending. Welcoming fall to the neighborhood at Hinkle's Ace Hardware in Webb City and Joplin.
Neighbors helping neighbors. Hinkle's Ace Hardware Store.
My grandma used to really struggle to keep up with the dinner conversation. She couldn't hear anything. So one day she saw an ad in a magazine for a hearing aid and decided to go ahead and buy it. But she didn't wear it because she hated the way it looked and felt. So we scheduled an appointment at Mid-America Dental and Hearing Center. And it turned out that Grandma's magazine hearing aid didn't fit correctly. And it also didn't work with the type of hearing loss she had. So she got a new hearing aid, and she's back to being an important part of the dinner conversation.
Mid-America Hearing Center offers extensive testing of your hearing aid to make sure it's the right one for you. With a free hearing exam and free cognitive screening, you can find out how your hearing is affecting you and how you can improve it starting now. Mid-America Hearing Center, just off I-44 at exit 44 and at midamericahearing.com.
Best for less in a day. Mid-America Hearing Center.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
I've worn the uniform. I have stood beneath our flag, and I have fought for what it stands for. I'm Megan Terry, and I serve in the U.S. Army. At Collins Flags, that feeling of pride goes into every single stitch because they're made right here in the USA by folks just like me. This Veterans Day, show your love for the men and women who serve. Fly a Collins, American, or military flag with honor. Buy yours at collinsflags.com today. That's collinsflags.com. American made, proudly waved.
Join me, Buck Sexton, and our good friend Clay Travis every weekday starting at 11 on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
6:45 is coming up in 3 minutes. This is your 3-minute warning for 6:45. And you know what happens at 6:45?
I'm being warned, but what am I being warned about?
What happens at 6:45 is nothing. That's just what time it's going to be in 3 minutes from now.
I can tell you what's going to be happening today.
What's happening today?
Lots of sunshine, 67 for the high, mostly clear tonight, down to 49.
Smooth.
Sunny, breezy, 72 for the high tomorrow, 52 for the overnight low tomorrow night, sunny, 73 on Wednesday. Really warm on Thursday, 76, and then the cool down starts on Friday with a high of 70, 68 on Saturday, and 55. We're going to go the speed limit on Sunday. That's what's happening.
Speed limit, huh?
Yeah, 55.
Yeah, unless you're Ted, in which you go 10 below because I'm a boomer at heart.
Well, either that or that Sammy Hagar song, I Can't Drive 55.
Oh, that is as Hagar, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, speaking of driving 55 and or below the speed limit, the 38th Annual Joplin Community Veterans Day Parade happening on Saturday, November 8th, which of course is this upcoming Saturday. That's pretty cool. Now, typically, those parades do drive below the speed limit, which is nice.
Yeah, because otherwise people really have to look fast to be able to see everybody going by if it's not
here comes
slow.
the vets. There they go.
Maybe it could be an Air Force vet flying a jet. That'd go fast.
I was going to say, isn't that what those air shows are? Is just a Veterans Day parade? Well, I guess they're typically active military, huh?
Yeah, those are usually active military.
So active military parades go well below or well above the speed limit. Veterans Day, they tend to go below.
Yes.
All right, that makes sense. Now, the parade is kicking off this Saturday starting at 10 in the morning. It's beginning at 15th and Main. That's where it's starting. Now, the route, depending on which part of the country you're from. I believe it's New Jerseyans who pronounce it route, and I think that's because they have that like Italian tinge to them.
Yeah. What do Californians pronounce it as?
They pronounce it as, "You misgendered me!" And they just scream in your ear.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that's why my ear started hurting a moment ago.
It's true, yeah. In any case, it's going to be getting started at 15th and Main. Then it's going to be going north on Main to 3rd Street, at which point it will be heading west to Joplin Avenue, and then it'll be heading down south to the City Hall parking lots between 5th and 7th.
Now, Main Street and Joplin Street will be closed in the morning, reopening by noon on Saturday. Expect delays and plan extra time if you're crossing Main Street because the parade will be there.
6:45 is the KZRG news time. I told you it was going to be here in 3 minutes. I gave you the warning. Now it's here. But in any case, yeah, and Steve's exactly right. First off, we would love to have you out for the Veterans Day Parade. News Talk KZRG, you know we're going to be there. I'm very excited for it this Saturday. The stations is Zimmer Marketing. You know we're going to be there. That's absolutely going to be taking place. We'd love for you to be there too. But if you aren't interested in going or you can't make it, the reason why you still need to know about it is because of those traffic delays. If on Saturday morning at around 10, you are in Joplin and you drive on Main Street, on 15th Street, on 3rd Street, on Joplin Avenue, if you drive by City Hall, this Saturday it's going to be a bit of a ruckus for you.
Yeah, it definitely will be. If you're going to be traveling that way, best routes to go to the south would be to take 20th Street to get across, or even 32nd Street to get across to go on. Or if you're going northbound, go down to 1st Street and get across.
Yeah, or alternatively, something that you might want to consider is filling the inside of the vehicle cabin up with helium, and then your car will float like a balloon, and then you could just fly overhead it.
You'd have to have a lot of helium to be able to do that.
And then you talk like this the whole time.
Sound like Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse in a flying car. What's better, huh?
Oh, boy.
So, if you want to learn more about the Veterans Day Parade happening in Joplin this Saturday starting at 10 in the morning, News Talk KZRG, we're going to be there. We'd love to see you there. Go to newstalkkzrg.com. Get all the details there.
By the way, the victim in the fatal house fire that was in Newton County this last week has now been identified. Authorities say the body of 49-year-old Michelle Gaither was found after the house fire. It happened last Wednesday on Highway HH in rural Newton County. At approximately 1:50 on that day, the Newton County Central Dispatch Center received a call of a structure fire at 28,252 Highway HH in Newton County. Deputies, along with the Midway Fire Department, Stella Fire Department, Wheaton Fire Department, and Newton County Ambulance responded to the scene.
Yeah, no, I think you pretty much covered it. Yeah, exactly. There was that fire that we covered in News Talk KZRG last week. That fatal fire, the body's been identified. So, Steve, you blazed through that. Get it? Pun? Blazed through it?
Yeah, I got it. I
Too
was
soon?
really hot.
I like blaze through it a little better.
Yeah, blaze through is better.
Which one did you like better? Text us at 417-782-1310. Which inappropriate pun, considering we're breaking news on a fatality, do you think was better?
Well, at least neither one of us will get fired.
Oh, my. Can't even be mad at that one. That was pretty good, Steve. Well played. So you can get those details on that fatal fire at newstalkkzrg.com as well. Hey, something else you can get a little look-see at newstalkkzrg.com on, the Jingle Bell and Jacked. That's right. We're combining the good old spirit of St. Nicholas and the excellent spirit of St. Arnold, i.e. St. Arnold Schwarzenegger, getting absolutely yoked.
I'll be back.
I'll be bumping iron. It's more what he says.
All right, pumping.
Let the record show Steve flexed, and Mrs. Steve somewhere felt the disturbance in the forest and went, oh my, and started fanning herself. She was getting a little warm somewhere.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, Jingle Bell and Jacked, you can win a year gym membership for two, and the possibility of $15,000. It's KZRG along with 24 elite 24-hour gym. The Jingle Bell and Jack contest. All you got to do is enter to win. And if you do win, you win a year gym membership for two and the possibility of $15,000. For the details, go to newstalkkzrg.com. Hey, don't forget, coming up at 7:40 this morning, we're going to be joined live by Joplin Fire Department's Dustin Luno. We're going to be getting some safety tips on how to keep your home warm in a manner that doesn't result in fire. That's coming up at 7:40. If you have any questions for the Joplin Fire Department or suggestions, text us at 417-782-1310. Good morning.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
President Donald Trump does not expect to go to war with Venezuela, but the president said that he thinks Venezuela's leaders' days are numbered as the U.S. continues to blow up suspected drug smuggling boats in international waters.
Number 2.
An Arizona Superior Court judge caught on a police body cam exposing herself and urinating in public just steps from the courthouse where she served. Her husband then steps in to try and separate her from the officers, at which point he gets arrested. Following the incident, she submitted her resignation.
Geez, Steve, I didn't know you dressed up as a female judge for Halloween and then spent the weekend in Arizona. That's crazy.
No comment.
Number 1.
There was a rollover accident in Crawford County over the weekend after a Hyundai reached speeds of 90 miles an hour while blowing through stop signs near Pittsburgh. Eventually, the vehicle left the road and rolled over in a ditch.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on daylight saving time? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page, News Talk KZRG on Facebook, or better yet, leave us an open mic message. We'll play it live on air, even if you add expletives. Whoa. How's that for a little bone in the...
But when it airs, those will be deleted.
Or will they? We want to know your thinking. Go to KZRG's Facebook page. Good morning.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
The video of the concert is nothing like feeling the music in person and singing along with thousands of other fans. And yeah, we can see a doctor over the phone, but are you getting the best checkup? At Community Bank and Trust, we're still big believers in the value of a face-to-face meeting with your lender. And now is the perfect time to schedule that meeting. Mortgage rates are the lowest they've been in the past year, and your local CBT mortgage expert is ready to find that perfect fit for you. Unlike your phone, our team will sit down with you and take the time to learn what you need and what would fit you best. It's that kind of service that has set us apart for over 100 years. Find the mortgage that works best for you and take advantage of these rates now. Get started at one of the local employee-owned CBT locations or apply online in as little as 10 minutes at cbthomebank.com. Community Bank and Trust, where trust is so important, it's in our name. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 580491.
We buy guns, oh yes, we buy guns, oh yes, we are the best, oh yes, we buy guns, oh yes.
This is Liberty Tree Guns, the best place to sell your firearms. Walk in with a gun, walk out with money.
We buy guns, oh yes, we buy guns, oh yes, we are the best, oh yes, we buy guns, oh yes.
Liberty Tree Guns, across from Lowe's in Carthage. Or visit libertytreeguns.com to start your quote today.
We buy guns, oh yes, we buy guns, oh yes, we are the best, oh yes.
'Tis the season to declutter. Junk, 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 junk,
No, that's not how the song goes.
Yeah, it is at my house. We're hosting a holiday dinner this year, so we've got to clean out the whole dining room, turn our storage room back into a guest room.
That is a lot of stuff to clear out.
Yeah, that's why we're getting a roll-off dumpster from Reliable Roll-Off.
Whether your cleanup job is big or small, Reliable Roll-Offs can deliver the right size roll-off within 24 hours. Learn about a free estimate at ReliableRolloffs.net. When you're counting on a job well done, you need Reliable Roll-Offs.
We've been working with Zimmer a little over 7 years now. It's been a great process.
And it's really nice that we've pretty much worked with Kylie since day one. She knows where we're going, what we're doing, and how we need to market. My name's Matt Ball, co-owner of 24.
My name is Matt Bowman, and I'm also co-owner of 24.
My name's Danielle Drake, and I am our COO. One of the great things I love about working with Zimmer Marketing is it takes a lot off of my plate. I have full trust in Zimmer Marketing, taking care of all of that for us.
We really like Zimmer's digital services. They've worked really well for us and grown our membership base a lot. With most marketing, it's more of a shotgun effect where they're just spraying out ads to everyone. But with the digital services, they can actually target your potential customers that you're looking for and advertise directly to them.
And one of the nice things is they're a locally owned business just like we are, so they understand what it's like to be in the local market.
Zimmer Marketing, it just works.
Get started on your custom brand today at ZimmerMarketing.com.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
I actually think that after the election on Tuesday, I think Eric Schmidt, who was on the program earlier, is going to be, his prediction's probably accurate. Sometime later next week, this thing opens up. They're waiting for the election. That's what I think. I don't like the idea because look, you have to assume one day Democrats, I hope they don't, would get back in power. I'd love it for Trump because you get the whole agenda through. And I guess you could argue that if we make things so amazing for the American people, they're never going to want to switch parties. But eventually there's an ebb and flow to political cycles, right? And there's only one Donald Trump. People ask, who's the next Donald Trump? I'm like, there is none.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Hey, if you're with Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, you are overpaying for wireless, period, end of sentence. You're paying for thousands of retail stores that you're never going to go to. You're paying for unnecessary perks that you'll never use. But guess what? My cell phone provider, Pure Talk, they use the same 5G network, the same cell towers. The only difference? They don't charge you for any of the garbage. Instead, Pure Talk will give you unlimited talk, unlimited text, plenty of data, $25 a month. That's real money in your pocket for the exact same service. And guess what? You can keep your phone and your phone number. The switch is simple, fast, easy. Dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. You'll save an additional 50% off your first month. And you can be switched over in mere minutes. Pound 250, keyword save now. Make the switch to my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company, Pure Talk. Wireless by Americans, for Americans.
Hey, Clay Travis here. Join me and Buck Sexton weekdays from 11 till 2 right here on News Talk KZRG. You can depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
48 in Joplin, 39 in Pittsburgh, 45 in Quapaw, 46 in Granby. Are we even close to our highs today, Steve?
No, we're going to get up to 67 with lots of sunshine. Breezy and 72 tomorrow, 73 on Wednesday, 76 on Thursday. Then the dropping starts. It'll be 70 with sunshine on Friday.
The droppings? I don't want to hear about your droppings, Steve.
On Saturday. And 55 on Sunday for the high.
5-5, huh?
Yeah, 5-5.
Oh my, 55.
Double nickel.
Double nickel?
Yes, 5-5.
Oh, I get it. It's like 2 nickels.
Yeah, before long it'll cost too much to make a nickel, so they'll stop producing them more than likely.
That is true. By the way, we had a story last week about the fact that banks are now experiencing a penny shortage after the Trump administration announced the ceasing of production of pennies. It now has finally had the ripple effect where banks are starting to feel it, and they are, quote, rationing their pennies. I am legitimately very curious as to what we're going to do. Because either A, this whole getting rid of the penny thing means where you have to go to a cashless society, or B, all free market companies are going to start rounding up to the nearest 5, and everything is going to become 4 cents more expensive.
Or 2 cents, or 3 cents.
Well, I just mean we can no longer have something that's $9.99.
That's right. It'll have to be $10.
It'll have to be, so I guess in that case
or
it would go
$9.95.
up. Right, and some people, I was going to say, some would say, well, they might round down. Name one company that has ever rounded down in what they're going to charge you. I would be remiss if you could name one that I haven't thought of, because there's none.
Well, Walmart always has rollbacks.
Oh, yeah, because Walmart's prices have steadily dropped over the years.
That's right.
Certainly, he said sarcastically.
They're right on target.
Hey, coming up next, coming up next at 7:10, John Mayor Kitty Cortez.
States News, Talk, and Severe Weather Station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 7 o'clock.
Obama takes on Trump. I'm Therese Crowley, Fox News. With 3 local elections gaining national attention, Democrats trying to turn them into a referendum on Donald Trump. Former President Obama on the campaign trail in New Jersey and Virginia, claiming the country is in a pretty dark place right now. And in the New York City mayor's race, President Trump tells CBS 60 Minutes that if it's a choice between a bad Democrat and a communist, I'm going to pick the bad Democrat all the time. Election day tomorrow after a rousing weekend of early voting.
Voters in New Jersey and Virginia elect new governors on Tuesday, 2 races that have attracted National Party leaders to the campaign trail. Fox News polling last week shows Democrats in both races leading their Republican opponents. The economy, immigration, energy cost, and healthcare are dominant issues. New York City residents are also electing a new mayor in a race that has energized progressives. 34-year-old Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani holds a commanding double-digit lead in polling against former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who failed to win the Democratic nomination in this year's primary election. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Another weekend U.S. military strike on a narco-terror drug boat. Fox's Alexandria Hall.
Trump administration's position is that cartel strikes do not fall under the War Powers Resolution because troops are not being sent into hostilities. Within the resolution, hostilities is kind of vague. It's been interpreted differently in the past, but action, it did kill 3 men who Secretary Hegseth described as narco-terrorists carrying illicit drugs to the U.S. He added a promise in his post. The department will treat them exactly how we treated al-Qaeda. We will continue to track them, map them, hunt them, and kill them.
Another controversial Trump policy hits the Supreme Court this week. The High Court hears oral arguments on whether President Trump had the power to impose sweeping global tariffs. President Trump tells reporters it's also national security.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG, heading for a high of 67. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That'll be at 7:08. Sun is on the rise. It's 46 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh. Make that 39 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Galena, 48 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. An African tradition goes on display at Missouri Southern in Joplin today. News Talk KZRG Steve Smith with the story.
It's the Font Baby Outdooring and Naming Ceremony, a cultural tradition in Ghana. The event takes place today from noon to 1:30 in Corley Auditorium on the Missouri Southern campus. In the culture of Ghana, an outdooring and naming ceremony symbolizes a child's identity and heritage while bestowing blessings from loved ones. You can read more about it online at newstalkkzrg.com. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
The Newton County Republican Bean Feed is set for this Thursday, November 6th at Hidden Grace in Neosho. Nick Myers of the Newton County Republican Central Committee told News Talk KZRG.
Well, the goal of it is fellowship and to get the elected officials in the same room with the voters. Not only hear from the elected officials, they'll be given formal presentations, but also to talk one-on-one.
The Newton County, the event will be starting with doors opening at 5:30 that evening and dinner served buffet style at 6. Organizers do request RSVPs to better manage the smaller venue and prepare accordingly. Go to newstalkkzrg.com for details.
The Missouri Department of Conservation investigating a bird flu outbreak. The department's Deb Hubman says it has received reports of sick and dead birds across the state, mainly geese, ducks, hawks, and eagles.
We've had 11 birds confirmed so far. We're just starting to get some reports in. It caught us a little off guard. Avian influenza usually starts to show up in Missouri around Thanksgiving time.
Although human infections are rare, the department urges caution to help prevent the virus from spreading through contact with infected bird waste. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310, 48 at 705. News Talk KZRG.
Don't miss out on the Veterans Day Parade in Joplin. The 38th Annual Joplin Community Veterans Day Parade set for this Saturday, November 8th. News Talk KZRG and the stations of Zimmer Marketing will be present. We'd love to see you there. The parade gets underway at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, beginning at 15th and Main in Joplin. It'll run north on Main to 3rd, then head west to Joplin Avenue, and then ultimately make a turn towards south to City Hall parking lots between 5th and 7th Street. You are invited to join the fun. We'd love to see you there. All the details inside the KZRG app.
The Parsons Police Department inviting members of the community to participate in a new community feedback survey. It opened up November the 1st, runs through November the 18th of this year. Parsons Police Lieutenant Jason Ludwig told News Talk KZRG that the survey allows citizens to express their thoughts about a number of issues, including
whether or not we are transparent regarding incidents in the area, whether or not they feel satisfied, what kind of interaction they've had with the police department, and if they would consider that a positive interaction or negative interaction.
Survey participation open to all Parsons residents. An email address is required to take part. You can find a link online at newstalkkzrg.com. Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk KZRG.
In NFL action, the Bills beat the Chiefs 28-21. On Sunday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. In NBA action, the Thunder moved to 7-0 with a 137-106 win over the Pelicans. In D2 football over the weekend, Pitt State beat MSSU 30-10. In prep football district action, Neosho beat Branson 42-20. Webb City beat Parkview 52-21. Carl Junction beat Bolivar 35-14. Monette beat McDonald County 36-28. Nevada had a forfeit win over Southeast. East Newton beat Hollister 21-12. Mount Vernon beat Aurora 38-14. And Greenfield beat New Heights 92-72 in 8-man action. In state volleyball, Billings beat New Heights Christian 3-1. And Webb City beat Marshfield 3-0 in the sectional round. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
It's free of charge at your app store. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news at 7:30, breaking news. As it happens, no one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunny and dry this week. Temperatures getting warmer. 67 today, 74 tomorrow, 72 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather's a service of Club Car Wash. Hey, Joplin and Miami, it's time to shine. Club Car Wash locations are opening now. Join the club and check them out online at clubcarwash.com.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar this morning. Lots of sunshine as it's coming up. It's 46 in Neosho, 39 in Pittsburgh. It is 48 in Columbus, 48 in Joplin. 100 weather updates every 24 hours on News Talk KZRG. KZRG News Time 7:08.
25 years. Can you believe it? 25 years taking care of you.
Bridgewater Roofing sets the benchmark for quality and service. We believe it's because we're a roofer-owned roofing company.
Since we have done the work, we are always there, and the community knows us for our dependability.
25 years being your neighbor, being your friends, and being your roofing company.
Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and community for another 25 years. Remember,
our number one guarantee is in our name. Bridgewater Roofing takes care of you.
Give us a call, 417-623-3179. Check us out on bridgewaterroofing.net.
We all know the importance of good daily habits, whether it's getting your steps in, stretching those limbs, or eating right. Doing it on the regular is key. That's why if you're dealing with everyday aches and pain, it's time to bring Relief Factor into your routine. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a special formula of 4 natural ingredients. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So call 1-800-4-RELIEF and try their 3-week quick start for only $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Simply call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're having pain, don't let it keep you from living the life you want. Make Relief Factor part of your daily routine. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
When you need to have a corporate meeting but don't have enough seating, when you have the bride and groom but don't have the room, when you want to make your event something that people actually want to attend, you need the only event space in the area that is forged for fun. Anvil Axe Company and Event Center is ready to host you. They have rooms and options for any size group and any type of event. Bachelor and bachelorette parties, wedding receptions, class reunions, Christmas parties, or corporate events. So when you host an event, event, you could rent just any old room, or you could book a complete event center with amenities, axe throwing, projected interactive targets, cornhole, an outdoor patio with fire pits, laser engraving for custom event souvenirs, and catering options from upscale to affordable favorites. Anvil Axe Company is forged for fun and ready to host you. Find Anvil Axe Company at Event Center just south of Joplin, or book online at anvilaxeco.com.
Radio infotainment live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. You're listening to News Talk KZRG. Depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
7:11 is the KZRG news time, which means it is time to be drawing a winner from
The Fez of Fortune.
That's right. We're giving away $100 cash today. We also have, of course, Joplin Mayor Keenan Cortez in the studio. Mayor, would you like to do the honor of choosing our winner?
I got a name.
All right. The mayor has chosen a name, and that winner is Todd Boatwright. All right.
Hey, Todd.
Let's go, Todd. Congratulations, my good man. You are walking away today with $100 cash. We'll give you a ring later on. Big shout out to Big T. T squared. Ted and Todd. Look at that. And joining us live this morning, of course, Joplin Mayor Keenan Cortez. Big K, what's going on?
Good morning. Good morning. You remember last week I was here. I was complaining about it was dark outside at 7:10, and I can't complain about that anymore. It is beautiful morning out there this morning. Not a cloud in the sky, a little chilly, but we'll take it.
Yeah. And I will say, Mayor Cortez, we have to give the credit to Terry Smith, our meteorologist. She heard your complaint about it being dark at 7:10. She went ahead and called God, got some things worked out. Now the sun is rising an hour early.
Well, it's about time she listened to me.
You know,
I probably had to talk to Mother Nature first.
I think instead of setting the clock back and forth, then you just need to go up and move the sun back and forth.
I'm with you. Let's get her done.
Yeah. Is that something we can legislate on the citywide level, Mayor?
I can't handle that.
It's too bad.
Sorry.
It's too
You got
bad.
to go a little higher than me.
All right, we'll contact the governor. We'll see if we can get up there. Well, Mayor, speaking of things going on that the city council is going to be talking about, I saw you guys are going to be looking at city pay and discussing that for various positions. Something you'll be looking at is a step pay plan by reference of the City Salary Administration Plan. Can you walk us through what that plan is and what positions this would impact?
This is going to impact council employees. The city council has 5 members of city staff that work for us. And that's the public defender, the judge, the city attorney, the city manager, and the city clerk. Mm-hmm. All of which over the last couple of months we've done reviews their performance over the last year, documented all that, got it all turned into HR, and now it is time to issue their annual increases in the new fiscal year, which began on November 1st, which began this past Saturday. So that's what we're talking about tonight. And along with how we're going to treat regular employees, on your anniversary, you get a 2.5% increase if your review is satisfactory, and a 2% increase for inflation, if you will, cost of living, a COLA. If you will. So we're going to be talking about that tonight for the 5 city council employees. And that's what we're going to be doing. And everybody wants a pay increase when they get their annual review, right?
Sure, yeah.
And ours are very modest at the city with the 2% COLA and the 2.5% step increase. Most companies generally start in the 3.5%, 4% range. So although our associates are going to be getting a pay increase, it's pretty modest compared to the public sector.
Mm-hmm. And this is an annual thing that these city employees get every year.
Every year at this time, when we close out one fiscal year on October 31st and start a new fiscal year on November the 1st, we're talking about these kind of things, yes.
Right. KZRG News Time, 7:15. Now, does this apply to city council positions, not necessarily city employees, like, for instance, you and the other ward members?
It does not. We are paid on a different scale per the charter, and that's being reviewed right now in the charter review.
Okay.
We had public hearing on that thing last week or the week before, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
People were able to come up and see what was going on.
Right now, what does the charter dictate the salary for city council members are?
$5 per meeting, $10 per month, $30 a quarter, and then that's taxed. Because I get paid once a quarter. It's $120 per year. Now, $120K,
right?
$120, like six $20 bills
Every year.
Every year.
You guys are high rolling over there at city council.
Rolling in it, man.
And so you guys are looking at potentially changing that charter to increase that?
That's on the table right now. The Charter Review Commission, the 9 members of that, are looking at that and seeing if it's appropriate to change that at this time.
And do we have a little sneak peek as to what that would be raised to $5 to what?
I wasn't at that meeting that they had where the public was invited, but I have heard things, and it's in the hundreds that they're recommending that it be moved to.
So instead of $5 a meeting, a couple hundred potentially per meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But I don't have the details on that yet. That's why we have a Charter Review Commission separate from the council that can review things like that and make decisions. We'll see what they got to say when it's all over with.
Yeah. And who votes on that? Is it the council? Is it the commission you're referring to? Or is it a vote of the people?
We'll wait and see what happens when the Charter Review Commission is finished with that. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
At this time. That's what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
We'll take a look at that later on. It's Joplin Mayor Keenan Cortez here on News Talk KZRG. I know that the City Council this week is also looking at the creation of the Woodsona Marketplace Community Improvement District. Can we go over, Mayor, if you don't mind, what these community improvement districts are, generally speaking, and then what this one in particular, the Woodsona one, what it would be?
Yeah, we passed one back in February of this year to get started on the construction of the actual indoor sports facility itself. This one, which we're going to be a public hearing on tonight, City Council, 6 o'clock, will target the remediation of the property, curb and gutter, sewer, stormwater runoff, all that kind of thing. The infrastructure of building out the property to make it look like a place where people can go to and enjoy the sports complex. So this is pretty much from Rangeline West a little bit, I think, when I was looking at the map, and I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's a pretty sizable area. It's going to add a 1% tax. So for every $100 that you would spend in there, you're going to pay an extra $1. And that monies is going to go to help improve the property, remediate the property, and get it ready to put all the infrastructure in that we're going to need to develop this $375 million sports complex.
So in theory, once the cost for that has been recouped and paid for, would this community improvement district, that 1% tax, would that vanish?
It falls off
automatically.
Yep. It's that when that money has been recouped and or 27 years, whichever comes first, then that 1% falls off. Yes.
Okay. And that 1% additional tax for this improvement district, that only applies in the boundaries of that community improvement district.
That is correct. It only goes towards that. It doesn't go towards anything else. Can't be used to fund police. It can't be used to fix roads on 20th Street or anything like that. It's only within that district, that improvement district.
Okay. Now, in terms of who pays the tax, is it the businesses within that district, or is it any business within the city of Joplin?
It's the consumers that take advantage of anything that's going on within that district.
I see.
So, for example, let's say there was a Burger King there, and you went to that Burger King and you bought something. You bought a hamburger that cost $100. It's going to cost you $101 and not $100.
Right. But if you go to the Burger King that's not in that district, it won't be there.
That is correct.
Right. Okay. Joplin Mayor Keenan Cortez here on News Talk KZRG. Something else that I know you guys are, or something else that I wanted to talk to you about, rather, is this whole government shutdown thing. There's been a lot of talk about area agencies on aging not getting certain funding for our senior citizens who would go and get meals and things of that nature. It's been a very quickly, rapidly evolving story. I know some local municipalities have been chipping in to help our local area agencies on aging. Is that something Joplin is taking part in?
We have on our agenda this evening to take a look at a plan that would fund the meal program for the next 4 weeks. And we're going to be taking a look at that. We're going to be talking about it as council, and I imagine we're going to have a vote on that, whether or not we're going to move forward. The numbers, and I don't have the exact numbers, but it's roughly $60,000
for 4 weeks.
Yeah, for 4 weeks.
Oh my!
It's $15,000 a week, and let's say the government shutdown ends let's just say it ends this week. We would have paid them the $15,000 for this week, and then the other $45,000 that we haven't paid them yet doesn't go to them. We keep that. The situation is over with. The funding need is no longer there, so we would no longer fund that.
So we're going to be going week by week with it.
We're going to be going week by week with it.
In theory, if it gets voted to pass.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Jump, Mayor Keaton Cortez here on News Talk KZRG. Mayor, is there anything else of exciting note happening at tonight's City Council meeting?
Man, there's just a lot of great things going on. There's a lot of business happening tonight at the City Council meeting. We've got a couple things that we're taking a look at. Invite you to come down and enjoy your City Council meeting. It's not a barn burner thing that's going to happen. They begin at 6 o'clock. If you want to come down, this one's going to last a couple hours. But you can come down and see what's happening with your city government, how your tax dollars are being spent, and what kind of work we're getting done.
Excellent. Jump, Mayor Keaton Cortez, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
KZRG News Time, 7:21. Coming up next, a look at weekday weather with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith on News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
My name is Jessica. My twin boys have had a lot of neurological, physical, and digestive issues since they were about 1. It's just hard to see your children not get the help they deserve. They've seen a lot of different doctors, a lot of different therapies, searched and searched. And one day I came across the Restore Functional Neurology page. I immediately reached out, got in quickly, which was nice because having to wait 8-10 months on sometimes to get any type of treatment of any sort is frustrating. If you are searching, I would definitely say to try Dr. Rush.
I'm Dr. Rush from Restore Functional Neurology. If you're searching for options to help your child with developmental delays, retain primitive reflexes, hitting their milestones, or ADHD-type symptoms, by using chiropractic care and specific and safe therapies, we're ready to help your child thrive. Learn more at restorefunctionalneurology.com.
Zimmer Marketing is proud to partner with local businesses and encourage you to shop local first.
It's tailgating season, and you can be the MVP of the grill when you use the same equipment the tailgating pros do. Get your grilling supplies now at Allied Restaurant Supply.
This is Daniel from Allied Restaurant Supply. Come see us at 1316 South Main in Joplin.
Local businesses are the backbone of our communities. Zimmer Marketing encourages you to shop local first.
Zimmer Marketing is proud to help local charitable organizations and the great work they do every day with Zimmer Cares. Right now is our annual submission period. Through 6 p.m. Sunday, November 9th, you can nominate local charities to win 3 months of multimedia branding from Zimmer Marketing. Just go to ZimmerMarketing.com and in essay format, tell us why you need the exposure, what it would mean to your charity or organization, and what you would want the community to know about your charity. One nonprofit organization per quarter will receive help promoting their brand from the fastest growing marketing company in the 4 states, Zimmer Marketing. Help your favorite nonprofit organization reach more volunteers, donors, and lives. And tell us about them at ZimmerMarketing.com for a chance to win 3 months of multimedia branding from Zimmer Marketing. But hurry, deadline to submit is Sunday, November 9th at 6 p.m., helping local charities deliver their message to the hearts and minds of the 4 states. Zimmer Cares.
In the beginning, the caveman sat inside his dark cave, not knowing what was happening outside.
Me want to know if it's raining.
And then, a stroke of genius.
What if we make opening in wall?
After chiseling away at the stone, finally, the sunset peeked through.
Oh, this good.
And the window was born. Hey, it's Chris.
And Zach, we're the window guys from Windows and More.
A lot of improvements have been made since the first windows were created.
But if yours feel like they're from the Stone Age, they're probably costing you a lot of extra money when it comes to your utility bills.
At Windows and More, we are ready to bring you new, energy-efficient windows.
And you can get them installed by the best window company in the 4 states.
Thank you to everyone for voting us Best Window Installers in the 4 states for the 6th year in a row. See our huge showroom at 976 North Central City Road in Joplin, or find us online at windowsandmore.llc.
Never settle for less. The choice is clearly Windows and More.
News, talk, commentary, and hard truths. All those can be heard when you tune into the Mark Levin Show every weekday from 5 to 8 on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Just after 7:25 on the KZRG Morning News Watch. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. News Talk KZRG.
And with us on the line is Terry Smith, the KZRG meteorologist. Good morning, Terry.
Hey, good morning. Beautiful morning. Nice way to start off the work week.
Yeah, it's weird. It's bright and sunshiny this morning at this time of the day. It's almost like we had a time change over the weekend.
Thank goodness.
Well, speaking of changes, I understand that the weather is going to be warming up before we have another cool down.
It's really nice. Yesterday was just a touch on the cool side. Do you know that our low temperature yesterday morning was 29 degrees?
What?
Yes, we were below freezing Sunday morning. So I was checking to see how long is that going to hold? And fortunately, we've got some southerly winds, and so temperatures not only at night but also during the day are going to be much warmer than what they had been over the weekend. Oh, my goodness.
So how much warmer is it going to get before we get the big cool down this coming weekend?
So today will be just slightly warmer than average, so it'll feel like it is early November. 67 today. We are going to be in the low 50s tonight, so it's even a little bit milder than what we have this morning. But the southerly winds persist tomorrow, 74. We're going to see a little bit of a shift in the winds. Wednesday, so temperatures around 72. We're still in the 70s Thursday and Friday, and then starting to cool down some Saturday. But the big drop in temperature happens Sunday. It looks like we may see high temperatures in the low 50s by Sunday.
Wow, boy, that is definitely a cool down. It's almost like it's fall.
It's almost like it's late fall even. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, we don't have any rain. So, outdoor plans, you're in great shape. But we don't like these. I don't like these extended stretches of dry weather.
Now, will the heat cause the tree leaves to kind of mess up on the change of the colors as we get into the warmer weather during the week this week?
It might encourage the trees to hang on to those leaves a little bit longer. I hope it doesn't mess up with the colors, but the trees may display whatever colors they are displaying for a little bit longer just because it's milder.
All right. Hey, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith, thanks for joining us today.
Always a pleasure.
We'll talk to you again tomorrow, Terry. That was KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith with that weather outlook. Hey, by the way, we had a few texts and inquiries about our KZRG Quick Cash $100 giveaway, and I have a quick announcement to make, Steve.
Make it quickly.
I'll make it quickly. Here it is. Over the Halloween weekend, there was a mortar. A mortar? Yes, a mortar.
What?
And what was mortared, unfortunately, was our $100 giveaway. That's right. The big boss man killed it. It's gone. So he decided that we were giving away too much money. And as a result, unfortunately, we are no longer giving away $100 every single weekday. But I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who participated. Thank you for all those that listened. And thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart for texting us code words. The joy that Steve got, that I saw on Steve's face whenever he saw someone texted him for the first time in ages and saw that it wasn't Mrs. Steve hounding him to take out the trash or deal with that funky smell coming from the basement. He was so excited to have all of you texting him. Thank you very much for bringing that joy to a local Steve Scott near you.
Now, wasn't that because you put something in the return text message after they sent him the text? Didn't you do that one day?
Hey, it doesn't matter who, what, when, where, or why. What matters, Steve, is the joy that I saw on your face, that joyous, buoyant schoolgirl look in your eyes. Boy, howdy, was it lovely. Thank you very much for participating. But yeah, unfortunately, code words have been mortared. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, poor baby.
KZRG. It is cozy out. It's a KZRG News Time, 7:31.
I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Here's what's trending on News Talk, KZRG. America held hostage, day 34.
More remains to Israel.
UFO sightings on the rise. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG topping out at 67 today. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that'll be at 7:38. Sunshine, 46 in Neosho, 39 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Carl Junction, 48 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk, KZRG. The federal government remains shut down as Republicans and Democrats blame each other for it. Ashley Strohmeyer has more.
Government shutdown is now entering its second month, and there is still no end in sight. Millions are feeling the strain as food stamp delays grow and federal aid dries up. Healthcare premiums are also rising. The main sticking point is over Obamacare subsidies that are set to expire soon. Republicans want to reopen the government at current spending levels first and then negotiate the issue, but Democrats say the subsidies must be extended before any deal.
The remains of 3 Israeli hostages have been returned by Hamas and identified.
All the bodies were those of soldiers killed in the attack by Hamas on October 7, 2023. One of them, Captain Omer Nutra, had both American and Israeli citizenship. The others are Staff Sergeant Oz Daniel and Colonel Asaf Hamami. According to Hamas, their remains were found on Sunday inside a tunnel in southern Gaza. President Trump says he's spoken to Captain Nutra's family. The bodies of 8 hostages remain in Gaza. Israel wants to see faster progress in returning them. Hamas says 2 years of devastation in Gaza makes finding the hostages more complicated. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
A popular UFO reporting app reportedly has been recording thousands of mysterious underwater objects up and down the U.S. coastlines.
They say the truth is out there when it comes to the nature and origin of UFOs, but those unidentified flying objects may not be so far away. Some UFO enthusiasts have long believed they may not be coming from outer space at all, but are instead coming from beneath the ocean. Now the popular UFO app Enigma, which launched in 2022, claims to be recording tens of thousands of mysterious underwater objects up and down the U.S. coastlines and has documented more than 9,000 USOs, or unidentified submersible objects, since August alone. Enigma and the Pentagon did not immediately respond to Fox for comment. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
Sunshine, 48, 7:33, going on 7:34. News Talk, KZRG.
There's a new COVID variant nicknamed razor blade throat. Ethan Thomas with more.
Dr. Stephen Lawrence, professor of medicine at Washington University in St. Louis, says people are reporting sore throats that feel like swallowing razor blades. He says the virus actually does tissue damage to the throat and destroys some cells and leaves microscopic areas that are raw and cause a lot of throat pain. He says it's also highly contagious, but that vaccines are holding up well and still offer strong protection. You can get the full story on the KZRG app. Ethan Thomas, News Talk KZRG.
The Parsons Police Department inviting members of the community to participate in a new community feedback survey. It opened up on November the 1st. It runs through November the 18th. Parsons Police Lieutenant Jason Ludwig tells News Talk KZRG.
Anytime that we can gain information from the community that we serve, it brings a healthy insight to the administration, who are sometimes not seen in public as much as their patrol officers. So it gives a good idea for us to evaluate the needs of the department, what we can do to help provide a better service to them.
Survey participation open to all Parsons residents. An email address is required to take part. Find a link online at newstalkkzrg.com. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sunshine 48, 735, News Talk, KZRG.
Register now to attend the 51st Missouri Governors Conference on Agriculture. It's happening on November 12 and 13, which is a Wednesday and Thursday, at the Widham Executive Center in Columbia, Missouri. Missouri farmers, ranchers, agribusiness leaders, and aspiring agriculturalists are invited to enjoy the program and learn a little something, along with bumping elbows with some of the movers and shakers of the ag world. You can see a list of topics and information or register in this story inside the KZRG app.
A romantic drama wins the top spot at the Halloween weekend box office.
Paramount's Regretting You takes the top spot at the weekend box office with an estimated $8.1 million in North American ticket sales.
Where is Clara? Hey, Aunt Jenny. Hey, Claire Bear. Guess who just spent the last half hour with the coolest guy in school?
Universal's horror sequel, Black Phone 2, coming in at a close second place with $8 million in ticket sales, giving it a 3-week haul of $61.5 million domestically and $104.7 million globally. Rounding out the top three, Chainsaw Man with $6 million, Begonia finishing fourth with $4.8 million, and a nationwide re-release of Back to the Future pulling in $4.7 million to finish in fifth place. Paul Stevens, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In NFL action, the Bills beat the Chiefs 28-21. On Sunday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. In NBA action, the Thunder moved to 7-0 with a 137-106 win over the Pelicans. In D2 football over the weekend, Pitt State beat MSSU 30-10. In prep football district action, Neosho beat Branson 42-20. Webb City beat Parkview 52-21. Carl Junction beat Bolivar 35-14. Monette beat McDonald County 36-28. Nevada had a forfeit win over Southeast. East Newton beat Hollister 21-12. Mount Vernon beat Aurora 38-14. And Greenfield beat New Heights 92-72 in 8-man action. In state volleyball, Billings beat New Heights Christian 3-1. And Webb City beat Marshfield 3-0 in the sectional round. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. It's free of charge at your app store. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news, 8 o'clock, breaking news. As it happens, no one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar this morning. It's 46 in Neosho, 39 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Diamond, 48 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 7:39.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation.
Call 800-838-8614. 800-838-8614. That's 800-838-8614.
Paid for by Airtime Media.
Got an idea for a barn, hobby building, or garage that's unique to you? At Gingrich Structures, your Gingrich Pro is your partner in making it real. No cookie cutter plans here. We shape rugged outdoor buildings, livestock barns, and custom garages to fit your lifestyle. Built with Midwest toughness to last. Make your ideas happen. Head to GingrichStructures.com. Punch in your zip code and meet your local Gingrich Pro for a free consultation. That's GingrichStructures.com.
Planning to store your RV this fall and winter? Don't let it sit and cost you money. Let Cola RV Consignment help you sell it fast. With Cola, there's no hassle. Their skilled team handles marketing, nationwide exposure, all paperwork, and they've got the largest used inventory in the Midwest. Let Cola RV put your RV in front of eager buyers today. Visit Cola RV in Carthage and turn your RV into cash before the snow falls. Don't store it, sell it with Cola. Cola RV, where buying or selling your RV is as easy as can be.
It's just one of those vivid memories you never forget. Your grandfather's arms wrapped around you, those big hairy things, and the rough farm bibs behind you rubbing, and the smoke of that tractor, and the noise and the motor, and it's just so vivid you never forget your first tractor ride with your grandpa. Hey, I'm Chuck Mefford, and you know, facts tell, but stories like that sell. And if you're not using stories to help market your business, you need to learn how. Come to Brand Camp. We'll teach you the 3 M's of marketing, the messaging, including storytelling, the media, and how to measure this stuff.
If you're ready for real results from your marketing dollars that you can see, that you can actually measure, join us at Zimmer Marketing for a Brandsformation. Along with Chuck, we can develop a customized marketing plan for you and your business. Find out more about Brand Camp and a Brandsformation at ZimmerMarketing.com. And welcome to the Zimmer Marketing family.
Every weeknight starting at 8 p.m., join me, Rich Valdez, for your latest news and politics on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Beautiful Monday in the 4 states. It's Ted Bajorquez.
It's Steve Scott.
On News Talk KZRG. Joining us live this morning is Joplin Fire Department's Dustin Luno. Dustin, back again, the reigning champ. How you doing, man?
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Very good, very good. Well, I appreciate you being here and bringing the sunlight with you. It is, in fact, brighter an hour earlier, and I've been looking for someone to blame. Is that you?
No, I am. It's going to take me all winter to get used to the time change about the time we change it back.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Dustin, I wanted to ask you this. During Spring Forward, there's a huge uptick in car crashes and suicides and workplace accidents and all that. Is there a similar pattern with fall back, or is there an inverse pattern with fall back?
You know, that's a great question, and I would be shooting off the hip. I don't have the data to support it, but I would say that the darker early, it tends to get a little bit quieter earlier in the evening, if that made sense.
Yeah.
Now, that's definitely not a rule of thumb by any means, but I do know this last weekend, I mean, it's like everybody was like, it's 7:30, and you're like, I should go to bed, right? And so, just less traffic out, less people out is less occurrences of, the need for emergency services.
Right. So from a first responder perspective, anecdotally, you don't, when fallback happens, you guys aren't, hair on fire, like, oh my God, there's going to be a huge uptick of crashes. You guys don't prepare for that.
No, we're more of full moons, right? We'll talk about full moons, but that's again, old wives' tale as well.
Right, okay. It's Joplin Fire Department's Dustin Luno. Well, it's getting a lot colder in the 4 states area.
It is.
Which means it's the time of the year where people start busting out space heaters, heated blankets, turning the oven on, opening up the door, and letting that heat up the place for some psychotic reason. What are some of the do's and don'ts of heating your place?
Right, and we actually broke down and turned the heater on at my house, so... it is the season, right? Some of the we'll call it best practices, if you will.
Okay.
Best practices would be, there are several very reputable HVAC companies that will come out and just kind of do a once over on your HVAC system just to make sure it's, in good functioning, proper working order. That gives a little bit of a peace of mind, and that's always, that can be beneficial. Our main concern is with Total Electric, not as much. I'm total electric at my house, and I'll be honest, I hate it. I love having actual heat come out of the vents, not just lukewarm, right? But those that are on, natural gas or propane, LPG or something, those furnaces are a little bit different, right? Those actually burn a fuel, and they use a heat exchanger. So when those HVAC companies come out, they check that heat exchanger to make sure there's no cracks, so there's no exhaust gas being able to get into the house. And our main concern when we start talking about winter and heat is carbon monoxide poisoning. So carbon monoxide is odorless, it is colorless, and it is let's use the magnet example. So you have your regular magnets that stick on your fridge, hold the pictures of your family, they look great, they work just fine for that. But then you have those super magnets where you can't even pull them off the fridge, right?
Yeah.
All right, so oxygen would be like the regular magnet, and carbon monoxide would be like that super magnet.
Okay.
And so carbon monoxide sticks to red blood cells very, very powerfully. And matter of fact, it can knock the oxygen off. And so, because it's more powerful, it has a greater affinity for that red blood cell. So in a carbon monoxide-rich environment, which doesn't take very much at all, persons actually become oxygen deprived and can die from oxygen deprivation. Although there's plenty of oxygen, the carbon monoxide just pushes it off. It has a greater bind for that red blood cell. So
you suffocate on a molecular level.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, wow.
And so if you have a gas-fired appliances, you need to have a carbon monoxide alarm in your house. So please do that. They call it the silent killer. It's prevalent enough in our area that every one of our trucks on their medical bags, when we go in for a medical call, it has a detector already on the bag. We are sampling every house we go into, and you'd be surprised at how many times we go in there for something completely unrelated and the alarm goes off. Hey, we need to get you out of the house. We need to figure out what's going on.
Wow.
So, carbon monoxide is number one for us. Obviously, we want you warm and comfortable, but that's something we definitely need to talk about. So people that have, I'll say headaches, and people think, well, I have a headache. Well, no, think about everybody in your family having the worst headache of their life. That's kind of what the sign and symptom is of that red flush skin, things of that nature. But yeah, get that detector in there. And if your detector goes off, well, then call us. We're going to come out. We're going to check it with ours. We're going to get the natural gas company come out, and we'll get them going as well. And we'll figure out and we'll make it safe for you.
And all that is free for
absolutely.
people, right?
Yeah. If that alarm goes off, treat it no different than your smoke alarm going off. We want you, that can be a true medical emergency. We want you to go ahead and call into 911 and say, hey, listen, my carbon monoxide detector is going off and I'm concerned for my family. And we're going to the dispatcher will say, absolutely, we're going to send you a truck. So, yeah, that's an important one to remember.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, those carbon monoxide detectors, they're not that expensive.
No, they're not.
They're like $12.
Yeah, they're very cost effective. They don't have to be anywhere specific in your house because carbon monoxide mixes with just regular atmospheric air. So anywhere you can put it.
High, low,
doesn't matter. They make some of them that just plug into an outlet in the hallway. Perfect. It's going to detect just fine. I will tell you the caveat is they're good for about 10 years. And after about 10 years, there's an alarm that goes off, and it just means it's dead. And we'll get that all the time. So he's like, it's making noise. We're not sure what it is. We come out there. Your monitor's bad. You need to get a new one.
Right.
But 10 years worth of protection for $10-20.
Not a bad deal.
Very worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Joplin Fire Department's Dustin Luno here on KZRG. Dustin, what about space heaters? What are some do's and don'ts with supplemental heating in homes?
Right, absolutely. So space heaters run electric current, and it's basically a dead short, and it starts that dead short heats. It becomes actually bright orange. If you look in there, it can get actually quite warm. And some of them have a fan behind them. Some of them don't. And it just works as a radiant heat, right? So they do have their place, and they do work. The things that we want to talk about is, one, they do pull a lot of energy. So do not use it with an extension cord.
Period.
Ever. It plugs directly into the wall. No power strip, no nothing. It goes directly into the wall because it does pull that much power.
Oh, wow.
And what can happen is that an extension cord may not be able to handle that pull, and that cord itself will begin to heat and exactly. Once it self heats, it actually can ignite. So don't use extension cords as like running under a rug or something like that, running it through your living room and putting a rug on top of it. That's a poor idea as well.
Right.
But those space heaters, newer versions have like a tip over safety where they tip over, they shut off. Older versions don't. So when they would tip over, they would just keep heating, and whatever they were on, it will heat it to the point that it catches fire. Absolutely will. So you need to have a good 10 to 12 inch radius at a minimum around that space heater. that way you don't have that heat issue. They really just need to be out in the open and not enclosed into something so they can do their job.
Yeah. Do you recommend space heaters on the ground, or would tables be okay?
I would say on the ground because, putting like on a nightstand or a table or something like that, it could be knocked over. But yeah, I would put it on the ground, and I would put it well away. I can speak this morning from everything else that could be around it, right? You don't want something to knock into or fall into it or something of that nature.
Yeah. It's Joplin Fire Department's Dustin Luneau here on KZRG. Dustin, is there anything else you think people need to be aware of safety-wise as we're starting to shift into the cooler part of the year?
Fireplaces. I'd love having, especially being total electric. I love my fireplace, but have them inspected. Those flues can do the same thing. If they crack or something of that nature, they can actually let carbon dioxide in. They can let heat out into the house itself and cause a fire that way. So having your flue inspected annually, make sure it's clean, make sure it's not, there's squirrels not living in it or something like that, right? Make sure your flue is nice, open, and clean before you start using your fireplace. It's a very smart idea as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a big one. Dustin Luneau with the Joplin Fire Department. We had one last question. We had someone text a question in for you. It says, Dustin, who is your favorite and who is the favorite of the Joplin Fire Department, Ted or Steve? And that is a legally binding question.
That absolutely. So because Steve's not in here, we're definitely going with all votes for Ted at this point. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I was going to say, there is a correct answer, and you did find the correct answer,
Perfect.
Dustin.
Yes.
Excellent.
He just walked in, and now I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. Dustin Luneau with the JFD, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
We'll talk to you again soon. Coming up next, your chance to win a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos. On News Talk KZRG. Good morning.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
If you're thinking about retiring soon, be sure to tune in to Watts on Wealth with Barry Watts of the Wealthcare Corporation. It's Sunday mornings at 6 right here. Listen as Barry Watts discusses the latest trends and headlines that would impact your retirement. Make sure you're well informed before you retire. Once again, join Barry Watts of the Wealthcare Corporation every Sunday morning at 6 for Watts on Wealth. Advisory services are provided through Wealthcare Asset Management, LLC.
Julie from Van Beesler Greenhouse and Feed Store has everything you need for fall decorating.
We hope you think of us when you think of decorating for fall. We do have big, beautiful mums, unique, large pumpkins, all different sizes and colors. You can find straw bales here and corn stalks. We also sell pansies in the fall, a nice variety of beautiful, colorful pansies that like the cooler weather. Here you can find lots of decorating ideas for the fall. We have decorating ideas happening here all the time, and you'll find something new and fresh to help you transition into the new season. We still have some really nice fruit trees available, as well as some shade trees. You can find out what we have in stock by going online and checking out our website, vbgreenhouse.com, and look under the tree shop, or you can come by and have a look for yourself.
Get 4 generations of gardening experience at Van Beesler Greenhouse and Feed Store, just east of Pittsburgh on Highway 126.
It's time to show some skin. Great skin should not be a secret. At Oasis Salon and Day Spa, you can visibly transform your skin in as few as 3 treatments with Skin Pen. Right now is the perfect time of year for skin treatments, and Oasis is offering Skin Pen at a huge savings. You can get $80 off of 1 treatment and $300 off of a series of 3. Plus, we have 25% off of chemical peels. See the results yourself. Backed by unparalleled commitment to safety, this FDA-cleared device works in 3 simple steps designed to activate the skin's natural healing process. Studies have shown and proven a 400% increase in collagen and elastin for a full 6 months after completing a treatment series. Skin Pen can improve active acne, scars, fine lines, skin tone, and texture. Give yourself or someone special the gift of glowing, youthful skin. Schedule your consultation or give a gift card this holiday season. Get started today at oasissalonanddayspa.com.
Training can take a long time, especially when there's a lot to learn. Like, leave the toilet seat up in case I get thirsty, or leave the trash lid unlocked if I want a snack. We're still working on those two. But the easiest trick I ever taught my human is taking me to All Dog Stream whenever I need a spa day, or some time with friends.
Whether you're looking for the best four-paw hotel in Southwest Missouri, or your furry friend could use some training, All Dogs Dream has everything to ensure your pet has a healthy, happy boarding, daycare, and training experience. Traveling? Board your pet with All Dogs Dream. There's plenty of room to run and play inside and out. Maybe your pet just needs some exercise while you're at work. During daycare, your dog will enjoy the company of other furry friends in a safe and fun environment. They can even get groomed or receive training during their stay. All Dogs Dream, just north of Neosho on Gateway Drive. Find more info and book your dog's reservation online at alldogsdream.com. Let your dog stay, play, and learn with us at All Dogs Dream.
Want to know what's really going on? Then join me, Chris Plant, every weekday from 9 to 11 on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning Challenge.
Your chance to win a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos.
To win it, be the first one on the phone with the correct answer to the question at 417-782-1310, 417-782-1310. Oh, Ted, what is today's question?
Today's question is a winter chill question. Which U.S. state holds the record for the coldest temperature recorded? 417-782-1310. You have a 1 in 50 shot here, though there are some obvious guesses, I would posit. Which U.S. state has the record for the coldest temperature ever recorded in America? 417-782-1310. Bonus points if you can guess what the coldest temperature ever recorded in America is. Steve, what are we giving away?
Complimentary taco plus chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos.
Name the U.S. state that holds the current record for the coldest temperature recorded in the U.S. of A. News Talk KZRG, what is your guess?
Is it Alaska?
That is exactly right, Alaska. Who do we got here?
Robert Sutton.
Hey, Robert, what's your favorite radio station?
KZRG.
Love to hear it. Now, Robert, for bonus points and a firm pat on the back, what is the coldest temperature ever recorded in Alaska? Can you guess that?
That I don't have a clue. I would guess negative 100.
Oh, that's pretty close, Robert. Negative 80. Negative 100 is right there. Yeah, that's pretty chilly. That was recorded in 1971, Steve's glory days. Negative 80 it reached in Alaska. Hey, Robert, don't go anywhere, man. We're going to be with you in just a second here, and you have just won a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos. Stay on the line for us if you don't mind. Yeah, Alaska, negative 80 degrees.
You know, I thought it was colder.
Fahrenheit.
I thought it was colder between Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban when they filed for divorce here not too long ago. I thought it got colder. Oh,
Boo.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Save it for Teen Vogue magazine, Buster Brown. What is this? This is a reputable news station. We don't report on page 6 dribble like Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban.
Well, hey, Keith was her fighter. You know, the fighter.
Is this going to be your new Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce obsession? Is the
sure.
Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman divorce saga?
Although there is rumor they may be getting back together.
Oh, my God. All right. Hey, Steve, speaking of cold, how cold is it going to be today?
Today, it's going to be up to 67 for the high. Then tonight, we're going to get down to 49 for the overnight low. It's mostly clear. It'll be sunny and 74 tomorrow with breezy. 73 on Wednesday. It's going to be 76 and sunny on Thursday. Then it starts cooling down. Sunny and 70 on Friday. 68 on Saturday. 55, possibly lower than that, and sunny on Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, don't forget, this Saturday, starting at 10 in the morning, is the 38th annual Joplin's Veterans Day Parade. News Talk KZRG, we're going to be there. The stations of Zimmer Marketing is going to be there. We'd love to see you there as well. That's this Saturday starting at 10. In Joplin is the annual Veterans Day Parade. All the details at newstalkkzrg.com. Good morning.
The 4 states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 8 o'clock.
It's down to the wire. CJ Papa, Fox News. President Obama flexing his muscle over the weekend, starring in both events in New Jersey and Virginia. Fox's Alexandria Hoff reporting from Richmond.
Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl-Sears, she still does have a climb ahead of her against former Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger. According to the latest Roanoke College poll, there's a 10-point difference there with a 4% margin of error. Now, Spanberger's also spending the final day of his campaign here in Richmond at a VCU student event. This weekend, though, at a rally in Norfolk, someone who's become a big name for this campaign made an appearance. Former President Obama, sure, but Democrat Attorney General candidate Jay Jones also took the stage. Of course, his text message scandal that fantasized about the political murder of an opponent has dominated much of the criticism for this campaign, but he spoke anyway.
The Democrats want to turn the governor's mansion blue after current Governor Glenn Youngkin defeated Terry McAuliffe by more than 63,000 votes in the last election. In New Jersey, Republicans want to prevent Democrats from retaining the state house for a third straight term, something that has not been done since 1961. Fox's Mark Meredith at Morristown in northern New Jersey.
Today is the final chance both the Democratic and Republican gubernatorial candidates have to make their pitch to voters. Early voting wrapped up, more than 1.1 million ballots already cast. But tomorrow being Election Day, this will be their chance to give their message out one last time. And the big issue on both sides appears to be the cost of living in New Jersey. The Democratic candidate, she has been out on the stump all weekend. Mikey Sherrill also campaigning with top Democratic leaders, including former President Obama. He rallied for her in Newark over the weekend. Polling shows Sherrill leading Republican Jack Ciattarelli by 7 points of likely voters. But remember, 4 years ago, this same man ran for the same job but only lost the race by roughly 3 points.
President Trump holding tele-rallies this evening in Virginia and New Jersey, trying to sway voters who have not cast their vote early to vote for Republicans running for governor in those states. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. We're heading for a high today of 67. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that'll be at 8:08. Sunshine, 46 in Neosho, 41 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Columbus, 48 in Joplin, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk, KZRG. An African tradition goes on display at Missouri Southern in Joplin today. News Talk KZRG Steve Smith has more.
It's the Font Baby Outdooring and Naming Ceremony, a cultural tradition in Ghana. The event takes place today from noon to 1:30 in Corley Auditorium on the Missouri Southern campus. In the culture of Ghana, an outdooring and naming ceremony symbolizes a child's identity and heritage while bestowing blessings from loved ones. You can read more about it online at newstalkkzrg.com. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
The Newton County Republican Bean Feed set for this Thursday, November 6th at Hidden Grace in Neosho. Nick Myers of the Newton County Republican Central Committee told News Talk KZRG.
Well, the goal of it is fellowship and to get the elected officials in the same room with the voters. Not only hear from the elected officials, they'll be given formal presentations, but also to talk one-on-one.
Doors open at 5:30 this Thursday. Dinner being served buffet style at 6. If you want to go, you might want to RSVP, so that way the organizers can better manage the venue. Details at newstalkkzrg.com.
The Missouri Department of Conservation investigating a bird flu outbreak. The department's Deb Hubman says it has received reports of sick and dead birds across the state, mainly geese, ducks, hawks, and eagles.
We've had 11 birds confirmed so far. We're just starting to get some reports in. It caught us a little off guard. Avian influenza usually starts to show up in Missouri around Thanksgiving time.
Although human infections are rare, the department urges caution to help prevent the virus from spreading through contact with infected bird waste. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sunshine 48. It is 8:04 going on 8:05. News Talk KZRG.
This Saturday, November 8th, is the 38th annual Joplin Community Veterans Day Parade. It's kicking off at 10 this Saturday morning in Joplin at 15th and Main Street. It'll run north on Main to 3rd, then head west to Joplin Avenue, ultimately making a turn down south to City Hall parking lots, which are between 5th and 7th Streets. You are invited to join in the fun. News Talk KZRG, we will be there. The stations of Zimmer Marketing will be there. We'd love to see you there as well. All the details inside the KZRG app.
The Parson Police Department inviting members of the community to participate in a new community feedback survey. It opened up on Saturday. It runs through November the 18th of this year. Parson Police Lieutenant Jason Ludwig tells News Talk KZRG the survey allows citizens to express their thoughts about a number of issues, including
whether or not we are transparent regarding incidents in the area, whether or not they feel satisfied, what kind of interaction they've had with the police department, and if they would consider that a positive interaction or negative interaction.
Survey participation is open to all Parsons residents. An email address is required to take part. Find a link online at newstalkkzrg.com. Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk KZRG.
In NFL action, the Bills beat the Chiefs 28-21. On Sunday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. In NBA action, the Thunder moved to 7-0 with a 137-106 win over the Pelicans. In D2 football over the weekend, Pitt State beat MSSU 30-10. In prep football district action, Neosho beat Branson 42-20. Webb City beat Parkview 52-21. Carl Junction beat Bolivar 35-14. Monette beat McDonald County 36-28. Nevada had a forfeit win over Southeast. East Newton beat Hollister 21-12. Mount Vernon beat Aurora 38-14. And Greenfield beat New Heights 92-72 in 8-man action. In state volleyball, Billings beat New Heights Christian 3-1. And Webb City beat Marshfield 3-0 in the sectional round. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
It's free at your app store. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news at 8:30. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunny and dry this week. Temperatures getting warmer. 67 today, 74 tomorrow, 72 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Weather's a service of Club Car Wash. Hey, Joplin and Miami, it's time to shine. Club Car Wash locations are opening now. Join the club and check them out online at clubcarwash.com.
Clean sweep this morning on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. 46 in Neosho. Sunshine at 41 in Pittsburgh. It's 48 in Carthage, 48 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time 8:08.
We all know the importance of good daily habits, whether it's getting your steps in, stretching those limbs, or eating right. Doing it on the regular is key. That's why if you're dealing with everyday aches and pain, it's time to bring Relief Factor into your routine. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a special formula of 4 natural ingredients. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So call 1-800-4-RELIEF and try their 3-week quick start for only $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Simply call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're having pain, don't let it keep you from living the life you want. Make Relief Factor part of your daily routine. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
Oklahoma Freedom Flight and Gimmick Productions is proud to present Wrestling for Heroes Big Wrestling Convention, Friday, November 14th through Sunday, November 16th at Mays County Events Center in Pryor, Oklahoma. The Wrestling for Heroes Big Wrestling Convention gives you the opportunity to meet some of your favorite wrestling superstars like Sting, Kevin Nash, Sergeant Slaughter, Rikishi, The Godfather, Jacqueline, and Victoria. Get autographs, take photos, watch live matches. It's the ultimate event for any wrestling fan, and proceeds from from the event go to help fly veterans to Washington, D.C. to pay them the honor and respect they deserve with Oklahoma Freedom Flight. For tickets, visit the Wrestling for Heroes Big Wrestling Convention event page on Facebook or on OklahomaFreedomFlight.com. Don't miss WWE Hall of Famers like Kevin Nash and Sting, who will be making his final Oklahoma appearance in his iconic face paint and ring gear at the Wrestling for Heroes Big Wrestling Convention November 14th through 16th at Mays County Event Center in Pryor, Oklahoma.
The latest is always heard on News Talk KZRG. Broadcasting from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio, this is News Talk KZRG. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
8:10 is the KZRG news time. Ted Bojorquez.
And Steve Scott.
And we have some breaking news for you this morning. There's been a murder. What? A murder? Yes, Steve.
You mean a death of something happening?
The death of something happening, a murder, yes. We had some inquiries saying, hey, what the heck? Where's the 805 code word? I want to win $100 every single weekday with KZRG's Quick Cash. Unfortunately, over the Hallows Eve weekend, the Quick Cash $100 contest was murdered. Bum, bum, bum.
Do that again. That sounded good.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ooh, send shivers down my back.
Look at that. Good looking and good sounding. That's your Ted Bojorquez for you.
Bum.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have wrapped up our $100 KZRG Quick Cash giveaway. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you for texting us. It made Steve and I's ego boost a little bit, seeing how many people were texting us. It made us feel good and less alone. And when Mrs. Steve goes out to her bunko nights every 3 days, and Steve's at home by himself with the house cats, he felt loved for a moment or two. And that was thanks to you texting us code words. So thank you for that.
That is very true. Hey, listen, we've got a beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine, according to the KZRG Eye in the Sky and KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. High today 67 with lots of sunshine tonight. Mostly clear down to 49. Sunny and 74 with breezy south winds tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, sunny with a high of 73. And Thursday, sunny with a high of 76. Now it's going to start cooling down. Friday, sunny 70. Mostly sunny on Saturday, 68. Down in the 50s. The lower 50s to 55 on Sunday with lots of sunshine.
We'll keep you informed. Zimmer Storm Center app will also keep you informed because it's awesome and also completely free to download in the App Store. Well, here is a warning for you as you are cruising around the 4 states. Scams. Scams are afoot, as they always are. They are ever present. And there is another type of scam that we want to warn you about. If you are someone that is thinking of buying a new home, if you have a kid or a grandkid that is in the market for buying a new home, there are new homeowner scams that you need to be aware of. If you're somebody selling a home, this is a scam you're going to need to be aware of. Once, you may or may not know this, but buying a home is actually a matter of public record to an extent. So once you buy a home or someone you know and love buys a home, you are in the no-say of public record, which means scammers can look you up, see that you've bought a home, assume that you've probably taken out a loan to do that, and send out fake junk mail, scaring you into accepting payday loans or doing certain information with your quote-unquote loans. They pretend to be your loaner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you, and that is absolutely right. Every time I made a move over my lifetime, suddenly 10 gazillion junk mail pieces start arriving at my house.
Right, yeah. Now, some of them are legitimate, quote-unquote. Junk mail is junk mail. But some of them belong to actual businesses. However, there is a large percentage of them that belong to actual literal scammers that want to steal money from you, not offer you a service that's a ripoff, but literally steal money from you. So you need to be careful. Scammers, now that you have bought a home, they can find that out, and they can send you official-looking mail that includes details like your loan amount and even the name of your lender. They can get that much information through public record and send you mail. And here's why this is so dangerous, is because I think that we've done a really good job at educating the general public into being aware of scammers online, phishing emails, oh, what? I'm on Facebook and I get an ad that says click this banner and win 7,000 free iPhone Pluses. Boy, howdy, all I got to do is enter my credit card amount. The Nigerian prince. We all are aware of those, right?
We are? The Nigerian prince? I mean, I'm not going to get $10 gazillion if I respond to this guy and deposit his money into my bank account and then send him a check?
What? That's not real. It's crazy. Oh. KZRG News Time, 8:15. So we're all aware of those internet scams, but they still might go for you with junk mail scams, and a lot of us might get fooled by it because it looks official because it's actually on paper and is mail. You might be thinking, what scammer would waste the time and money to mail me something? This must be legit. Bad news, hombre. They absolutely will send you official-looking fake scam mail as well.
Now, it could include mortgage insurance offers. Mortgage insurance is legitimate protection, but some unscrupulous companies will try to pose as your lender to sell it to you. Mortgage scams. Scammers may claim that there's an urgent issue or missed payments on your mortgage, asking you to call them immediately. You might even receive junk mail that looks like a mortgage bill. Home warranty schemes. Junk mail may claim that you are eligible for a home warranty or that you must act now to protect your current warranty from expiring. Also, title deed scams. You may receive offers for records recovery services that send you a copy of your home deed. Remember that you should have already received copies of your deed and other important documents at the closing.
Yeah, exactly. So just keep an eye out for things like this. And if you get a piece of junk mail that freaks you out and says something's wrong with your mortgage or it's a fake bill or something, and it has a number to call for questions, never call it. Instead, call your lender directly. Don't call the mail number, the number in the mail. Call the lender directly. If you took a mortgage from a company, call the company directly, not the number provided in any junk mail. That's a good rule of thumb. Another thing that you can do is just look closely, inspect the mail. Make sure that it's actually coming from that place. One of the telltale signs it could be a scam is the address for the company, quote unquote, isn't actually the real company's address. So that's one thing you can do. Double check that. Other things to look out for with fake mail scams is anything that says it's urgent, act now, act right now, probably a scam. If there's actually an issue with your mortgage or your lender, they're going to give you copious amounts of time to respond. They're not going to be like, oh, by the way, you need to make a decision literally right now. No, they're going to give you a 30-day notice. They'll give you a 15-day notice. They're going to give you some time. So if it's a now, probably a scam.
And I'll bet you if it's one that says you must go out and buy gift cards at Walmart and then send them to them, that's probably a scam as well.
Yeah, that's a good sign it's a scam. Exactly. Yeah. Other things to look for: typos, grammar errors. If it looks like a Nigerian prince did write it, i.e.
in Nigerian.
You're right. Either in Nigerian or in super broken English, probably a scam. Now, that's becoming less and less of a common telltale sign of scams with AI. It's able to recreate first language English really well for the most part, but you might still catch them.
Wouldn't it be great if it didn't? If what? AI made it where it's still like a broken Nigerian?
Oh, dude, I get spam AI emails sometimes. I get spam AI emails sometimes that it says, dearest, and then bracket, company, CEO name here, bracket, and then an email with a bunch of text or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it looks like the automated AI system didn't actually figure out who the owner of KZRG is, which, by the way, you may or may not know this, but it's actually God owns KZRG. So that's why you got to listen to all of our news and weather, because we're getting it directly from the big man. That's how we roll here. But in any case, if you want more details on scams and things to watch out for, go to newstalkkzrg.com.
By the way, we just had a phone call. They reported there are some horses on the loose running down the roadway on 20th Street east of the school, east of Dunaway. So they're galloping somewhere down the road.
Horses running loose, huh?
Yeah, horses.
Wild horses, they say.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Okay. All right. We're going to send our one Mr. Resident Cowboy indoor-outdoor cat, Lucas Davis. We have a emergency cowboy hat complete with lasso and studs, and we're going to send him out to wrangle him up some horses. We'll have more details for you on that. What was that update again, Steve?
That was east of the school on 20th Street, east of Dunawig.
Horses running loose.
Of course.
Are we sure it isn't just a bunch of kids in horse costumes for Halloween?
According to our caller, that was actual horses. He couldn't believe it either.
Oh, boy. Did he sound hoarse while reporting the news?
No, I sound hoarse. He didn't.
Uh-huh. KZRG News Time, 8:20.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
President Trump does not expect to go to war with Venezuela, but the president said he thinks Venezuela's leaders' days are numbered as the U.S. continues to blow up suspected drug smuggling boats in international waters.
Number 2.
An Arizona Superior Court judge was caught on a police body cam exposing herself and urinating in public. This happening just steps away from the courthouse where she served. Her husband then steps in to try and separate her from the officers, at which point he's arrested. Following the incident, she submitted her resignation.
Number 1.
There was a rollover accident in Crawford County over the weekend after a Hyundai reached speeds of 90 miles per hour while blowing through stop signs near Pittsburgh. Eventually, the vehicle left the road and rolled over in a ditch.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on daylight saving time? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page. KZRG on Facebook. Coming up, what's going on with technology and Kim Commando on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
At Joplin Regional Airport, your journey starts closer to home. Why drive hours just to wait in longer lines? Instead, park for free just steps from the terminal. Breeze through check-in and security and be on your way. Not wasting time, but spending it where it matters most. With those you love. Connect to hundreds of destinations with just one stop. Hop in. Fly Joplin, your shortcut to the skies. Book now at flyjoplin.com.
Prepared for the judgment? I mean the holidays.
Are you okay? You seem a little on edge.
It's just the critique of the cousins, the aunts, the parents, the disapproval of the mother-in-law.
Whoa, relax, will ya? It isn't that difficult. Sure, we all have some cleaning to do before guests arrive, but I have a little secret. Big John's roll-off service.
If you're hosting for the holidays, we make cleanup easier. I'm Big John from Big John's Roll-Off Service. Having a roll-off makes it easier to free up space in your house, plus get rid of leaves, limbs, and do the yard cleanup too. And you don't have to worry about overflowing your weekly trash bin. So text us at 417-540-0663 or go to BigJohnsRolloffs.com and get your flat rate upfront price today and be ready for your holiday guests this year. When you've got big waste, you need Big John's Roll-Offs.
Big on service, big on savings. Big John's.
Tyler's has the carpets you've been looking for. Your complete floor covering store.
Hi, it's Ron, the Chief Carpetologist at Tyler's Carpet in Neosho. At Thanksgiving, the focus is on family, friends, and food, or it should be at least. But if your focus is on your embarrassing floors, your Thanksgiving dinner could become something that nobody is thankful for. Let's fix the distraction of your flooring with a pre-holiday trip to Tyler's Carpet. New stain-resistant floors throughout the house can help against your messy relatives around the holidays. Or new tile, wood, laminate, or luxury vinyl tile for the kitchen floors will leave you proud to have people over at Thanksgiving. Plus, we have even more to spruce up your home, including our large in-stock selection of area rugs. This year, be thankful for new floors from Tyler's Carpet. Keep the chief in mind, carpetologist, that is.
Tyler's has the
Tyler's Carpet, Neosho.
Keep the Chief in mind, carpetologist, that is.
See their ad in Names and Numbers.
Open Bay has expanded. We now offer overhauls for all makes, including Cat, Cummins, and Packer engines. Is your motor getting tired? Have some time during the off-season? It might be time to refresh that engine. We use OEM parts that get that engine back to its best performance. We can handle all your maintenance needs to keep your truck and trailer running smoothly to help eliminate major unexpected repairs. Come see us at Exit 11 on our website at openbaytruckrepair.com or call to schedule an appointment. 417-208-5934.
Ransomware hackers have changed the rules. Since more companies and individuals are saying, no thanks, we're not paying, the crooks are switching tactics. I'm Kim Commando for Oracle. In business, you can have better, cheaper, and faster with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Try OCI for free at oracle.com/Kim. Instead of locking your files, ransomware hackers steal them first and then threaten to leak your most sensitive data if you don't cough up the cache. Forget frozen spreadsheets. They're going after your secrets, your emails, videos, contracts, medical info, chats, and anything to embarrass you or wreck your business. And they're not bluffing. Some groups are setting up public leak sites to shame you into paying. So here's what you need to do. Back up your files to an external hard drive. That way you can restore without paying a dime. Most ransomware sneaks in through old vulnerabilities. Keep everything updated. Be careful clicking any links in any email or direct messages. You just have to be smarter than that. Sign up for my free newsletter right now at getkim.com. In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick two. What if you could have all three? That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have since they upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in a high-performance environment and spend less than with other clouds. How's it faster? OCI block storage delivers more operations per second. Cheaper, up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better, in test after test, customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is the cloud built for AI and all your biggest workloads. And right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Just go to oracle.com/Kim. That's oracle.com/Kim, oracle.com/Kim.
Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here. Every weekday starting at 2, I am live on FM 102.9 and AM 1310 News Talk KZRG. Tune in. Stay up to date.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. I'm Steve Scott along with Ted Bojorquez. It's going to be sunny today. We're expecting a high of 67. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy with a high of 74. 73 with sunshine on Wednesday. 76 on Thursday with sunshine. Sunshine continues, but it's going to start cooling down. 70 on Friday, 68 on Saturday, and 50 to 55 on Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to be keeping an eye on it for you. Stay tuned to AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9, News Talk KZRG for the details. Also, the Zimmer Storm Center app. Great way to follow along with all things weather. Hey, coming up after the news in about 10 minutes here at around 8:40, we're going to be getting into these details regarding MSSU in Joplin hosting the 4th Annual Business Gateway. Pretty neat event for local area high schoolers to help foster the next generation of great leaders and thinkers and inventors. So that's coming up next. We're also going to be talking a little bit about what's going on with airlines as a result of this continued government shutdown. We are one day away, Steve, from tying the record for the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
And according to Sean Hannity, it might, in his opinion, end after tomorrow because it's election day.
Maybe. We'll see.
It might. So it might just go to 36 days, maybe.
Who knows? And by the way, I have heard that Sean Hannity is Nostradamus himself and can foresee the future. You can always tune in to Sean Hannity every single weekday starting at 2, live here on News Talk KZRG on AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. Steve, where are some of the places we're streaming?
We are streaming on the newstalkkzrg.com, also on the KZRG app, as well as you can hear us on 102.5 HD2. It's a stream there as well.
Yeah, and on your smart speaker.
That's right.
A lot of options. Good morning.
At 8:30, I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG. America held hostage, day 34.
More remains returned to Israel.
UFO sightings on the rise. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG, heading for a high of 67. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That will be at 8:38. Lots of sunshine, 50 in Neosho, 45 in Pittsburgh. It's 48 in Diamond. It's 48 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. And on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG. The federal government remains shut down as Republicans and Democrats blame each other for the shutdown. Ashley Strohmeyer has more.
Government shutdown is now entering its second month, and there is still no end in sight. Millions are feeling the strain as food stamp delays grow and federal aid dries up. Healthcare premiums are also rising. The main sticking point is over Obamacare subsidies that are set to expire soon. Republicans want to reopen the government at current spending levels first and then negotiate the issue, but Democrats say the subsidies must be extended before any deal.
The remains of 3 Israeli hostages returned by Hamas have been identified.
All the bodies were those of soldiers killed in the attack by Hamas on October 7, 2023. One of them, Captain Omer Nutra, had both American and Israeli citizenship. The others are Staff Sergeant Oz Daniel and Colonel Asaf Hamami. According to Hamas, their remains were found on Sunday inside a tunnel in southern Gaza. President Trump says he's spoken to Captain Nutra's family. The bodies of 8 hostages remain in Gaza. Israel wants to see faster progress in returning them. Hamas says 2 years of devastation in Gaza makes finding the hostages more complicated. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
A popular UFO reporting app reportedly has been recording thousands of mysterious underwater objects up and down the U.S. coastlines.
They say the truth is out there when it comes to the nature and origin of UFOs, but those unidentified flying objects may not be so far away. Some UFO enthusiasts have long believed they may not be coming from outer space at all, but are instead coming from beneath the ocean. Now the popular UFO app Enigma, which launched in 2022, claims to be recording tens of thousands of mysterious underwater objects up and down the U.S. coastlines and has documented more than 9,000 USOs, or unidentified submersible objects, since August alone. Enigma and the Pentagon did not immediately respond to Fox for comment. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
Sunshine, 48, 8:33. News Talk, KZRG.
There's a new COVID variant nicknamed razor blade throat. Ethan Thomas with more.
Dr. Stephen Lawrence, professor of medicine at Washington University in St. Louis, says people are reporting sore throats that feel like swallowing razor blades. He says the virus actually does tissue damage to the throat and destroys some cells and leaves microscopic areas that are raw and cause a lot of throat pain. He says it's also highly contagious, but that vaccines are holding up well and still offer strong protection. You can get the full story on the KZRG app. Ethan Thomas, News Talk KZRG.
The Parsons Police Department inviting members of their community to participate in a new community feedback survey. It opened up on Saturday and it runs through November the 18th. Parsons Police Lieutenant Jason Ludwig tells News Talk KZRG.
Anytime that we can gain information from the community that we serve, it brings a healthy insight to the administration, who are sometimes not seen in public as much as their patrol officers. So it gives a good idea for us to evaluate the needs of the department, what we can do to help provide a better service to them.
Survey participation is open to all Parsons residents. An email address is required to take part. You can find a link online at newstalkkzrg.com. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sunshine, it's 48, 834. News Talk, KZRG.
Register now to attend the 51st Missouri Governor's Conference on Agriculture. It's scheduled for November 12th and 13th, which is next Wednesday and Thursday, at the Wyndham Executive Center in Columbia, Missouri. Missouri farmers, ranchers, agribusiness leaders, and aspiring agriculturalists are invited to enjoy the program, where you can learn a little and rub elbows with the big wigs of the ag business in Missouri. You can see a list of topics and information and register in this story inside the KZRG app.
A romantic drama wins the top spot at the Halloween weekend box office.
Paramount's Regretting You takes the top spot at the weekend box office with an estimated $8.1 million in North American ticket sales.
Where is Clara? Hey, Aunt Jenny. Hey, Claire Bear. Guess who just spent the last half hour with the coolest guy in school?
Universal's horror sequel, Black Phone 2, coming in at a close second place with $8 million in ticket sales, giving it a 3-week haul of $61.5 million domestically and $104.7 million globally. Rounding out the top 3, Chainsaw Man with $6 million, Begonia finishing 4th with $4.8 million, and a nationwide re-release of Back to the Future pulling in $4.7 million to finish in 5th place. Paul Stevens, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In NFL action, the Bills beat the Chiefs 28-21. On Sunday Night Football, the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. In NBA action, the Thunder moved to 7-0 with a 137-106 win over the Pelicans. In D2 football over the weekend, Pitt State beat MSSU 30-10. In prep football district action, Neosho beat Branson 42-20. Webb City beat Parkview 52-21. Carl Junction beat Bolivar 35-14. Monette beat McDonald County 36-28. Nevada had a forfeit win over Southeast. East Newton beat Hollister 21-12. Mount Vernon beat Aurora 38-14. And Greenfield beat New Heights 92-72 in 8-man action. In state volleyball, Billings beat New Heights Christian 3-1. And Webb City beat Marshfield 3-0 in the sectional round. That's your Crossland Construction Sports Report. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
It's free at your app store. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app today. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Pahorkes.
Next news at 9 o'clock, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure is keeping us dry. We've got lots of sunshine, and the temperature is quite pleasant. It's almost feeling more like spring than fall, with some warmer weather. Starting today, 67 this afternoon. At night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 74 the high. Wednesday, 72. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Clean sweep this morning on the KZRG Storm Tracker weather radar. 50 now in Neosho, 45 in Pittsburgh. It's 48 in Webb City. It's 48 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 8:38.
The video of the concert is nothing like feeling the music in person and singing along with thousands of other fans. Yeah, we can see a doctor over the phone, but are you getting the best checkup? At Community Bank and Trust, we're still big believers in the value of a face-to-face meeting with your lender. And now is the perfect time to schedule that meeting. Mortgage rates are the lowest they've been in the past year, and your local CBT mortgage expert is ready to find that perfect fit for you. Unlike your phone, our team will sit down with you and take the time to learn what you need and what would fit you best. It's that kind of service that has set us apart for over 100 years. Find the mortgage that works best for you and take advantage of these rates now. Get started at one of the local employee-owned CBT locations or apply online in as little as 10 minutes at cbthomebank.com. Community Bank and Trust, where trust is so important. It's in our name. Member FDIC. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 580491.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
I've worn the uniform. I have stood beneath our flag, and I have fought for what it stands for. I'm Megan Terry, and I serve in the U.S. Army. At Collins Flags, that feeling of pride goes into every single stitch because they're made right here in the USA by folks just like me. This Veterans Day, show your love for the men and women who serve. Fly a Collins, American, or military flag with honor. Buy yours at collinsflags.com today. That's collinsflags.com. American made, proudly waved.
Dr. Collins and Associates are Missouri licensed general dentists. They are not licensed in Missouri as specialists in the advertised dental specialty of prosthodontics.
There's an old saying that claims patience is the companion of wisdom, and many times that's true. But not when it comes to your new dentures. You've waited long enough to eat your favorite foods. You haven't smiled with your teeth in years. The wait is over when you go with Mid-America Dental Center. They are the pioneers of same-day service, so you can walk away with your new smile the same day. No waiting for days or weeks on your dentures. No extra days off of work. You waited long enough. Get started today at midamericadental.com and learn how you can walk away with same-day dentures.
I'm Brian George, CEO of Mid-America Dental and Hearing Center, just off of I-44, exit 44, and at midamericadental.com. Changing lives and making smiles at dental centers.
Our best for less in a day at Dental Center.
Clay Travis here.
And Buck Sexton. Make your day better and come hang with us from 11 to 2 p.m. right here on News Talk KZRG.
We talk news, politics, sports, and also some fun culture stuff, too.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Ted Bojorquez,
Steve Scott,
and we have already had a bit of a wild morning in the 4 states this Monday morning with reports of horses running wild in the Joplin area. News Talk KZRG's Lucas Davis on the scene. Lucas, what is going on? Are we horsing around or what?
It sounds like it's all pretty much cleaned up, but some horses escaped a pen out here near Joplin East Middle School. They didn't really get in the road or anything. They just kind of got up close to it. But they've been corralled, according to the Jasper County Sheriff Deputy that I talked to, and everything is good to go out here.
So we really, really got to see some real horsepower out on those Joplin roadways, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah, it was a fun-filled morning out here at the middle school. I'm sure these kids had a real treat as they were getting bussed in.
Yeah, watching the horses run wild. Well, I'm glad it got cleaned up. Now, Lucas, we did give you an official KZRG-sanctioned lasso to try and wrestle those horses up. Glad you didn't have to use it this morning.
I would have been in trouble if I did.
That's true. Lucas, thanks for checking it out for us and for that report. We'll see you back in the studio.
All right, we'll see you guys.
That was Lucas Davis live on the scene. We had reports this morning of horses running wild by East Middle School in the Joplin area on 20th Street. Lucas Davis went out to go check it out as he had just reported live. They did get it cleaned up pretty darn quickly, so that's good.
Very quickly. Very quickly. It's going to be sunny today. We're expecting a high of 67. Tonight, clear or mostly clear and down to 49. Breezy, sunny, 74 tomorrow. For Wednesday, it's going to be sunny with a high of around 72. 76 on Thursday, 70 on Fridays. It starts cooling down, 68 on Saturday, sunny, and 50 to 55 on Sunday. Wow, it's going to be warming up and then cooling down.
Mm-hmm. Just that. And by the way, that's how baking a pie works. You warm it up, and then you cool it down, and then you consume it. It's nice.
But then you warm it back up to consume it usually.
And
then you cool it back down with a scoop of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Pie a la mode.
That is true. And then if you have leftovers, you cool it down even more by putting it in the fridge.
That's right,
and
then nuke it.
When you want to eat it later, you nuke it and warm it back up.
Right.
It's the science of pie. We're breaking some hard-hitting news here.
That's equal to 3.14 whatever.
Boo. Hey, here's something really cool that's going on locally. The Missouri Southern State University, a.k.a. MSSU, the Lions, they are hosting their 4th annual Business Gateway, which is a business competition and workshop event for area high school students. Now, this year, 685 high school students from 27 local schools are participating, representing all 4 states. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
Yeah. Now, the event is featuring a number of things, some competitive activities, some presentations, and workshops, all designed to engage students in real-world business concepts. This, to me, is awesome. There is no reason the 4-state area cannot be ground zero for business innovation, for technology innovation. There's no reason that monopolies on these types of concepts can only exist in New York for finance or in Silicon Valley for technology. Why can't this area be ground zero for the future of technology and business? There's no reason for it, and programs like this foster young minds, local minds, to develop that here. I think that's great.
I think it's great as well. Competitions and workshops are going to be taking place from 9 in the morning until noon in Plaster Hall, followed by an award ceremony at 1:15 p.m. in the Taylor Performing Arts Center. Students will compete in both individual and team-based events all across the categories such as social media, website design, accounting, finance, data analytics, tourism, business communication, and more. The event is absolutely free to participating schools and supported through the generous sponsorship of local businesses and individuals.
KZRG News Time 8:45. And by the way, just to clarify, that is Plaster Hall. For you booze hounds out there looking at you, Kamala Harris, it's not Plastered Hall. That's the bar down the street. Totally different location.
Well, that's her after she gets out of the bar down the street.
Plastered Hall?
Yeah, plastered.
She heads there afterwards.
Right.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And gets plastered.
Precisely. So anyway, it's really cool. And seriously, if you have a kid or a grandkid or a kid cousin or a sibling that you think is someone that could, be served well from programs like this, they exist. The 4 states area has programs for kids that want to be the next Mark Cuban, wants to be the next Mark Haverchaff, or Robert Haverchaff, rather, and start a business. And there's no time like the present. You don't need to be 30 years old to get a business loan and start striking out on your own. Encourage your kids and grandkids, kid cousins, neighbors, younger siblings. Start now, right?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Exactly. You only live once. Hashtag YOLO. So live it up in the moment. Hashtag Carpe Diem. There's some Gen Z slang for you.
Carpe what?
Carpe Diem.
What's that?
That's actually not Gen Z. That's actually generation whatever the Romans were.
Oh,
that's Latin for seize the day, Steve.
Oh, no cap?
No cap. Carpe diem.
You're full of riz today.
What can I say, Buster Brown? But in any case, this is really cool. Check it out. Encourage your young minds that you have in your life to seek out programs like this and really encourage them to look into it. I think this is awesome. All the details at newstalkkzrg.com. Well, something else that we have for you news-wise today is several major U.S. airlines are doing what they can to support air traffic controllers and other federal employees, notably TSA agents, who continue to work without pay amid this ongoing federal shutdown.
How long will it go? We don't know, but tomorrow it's going to be a matching of the record so far.
How long will it go, Steve? I think the better
days.
question is how low will the Democrats go during the shutdown?
Get that limbo stick out. Get low.
Because
Get low.
They're getting real low these days, aren't they?
To the windows, to the wall.
Aren't those different songs?
Yes.
Steve's busting out the live remix.
And going low, 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 low.
Oh, you got all the low lingo.
Why not?
Look at you go. Yeah, there's roughly 13,000 air traffic controllers and 50,000 TSA officers nationwide, and they're now working without pay, which means that some of these airlines, they're doing what they can to sort of mitigate some of the negative side effects of working without pay. Notably, a lot of them are basically just paying for lunch for these guys that are working, and gals, and they, thems, and there's a few TSA canines out there, want to represent all the species, including the dogs. I don't think there are any TSA parakeets or turtles, though there might be.
No, the turtles would be too slow.
Turtles are too slow?
Yeah, too slow.
Yeah, we have a turtle in Congress, McConnell, of course. But
that's very true.
Yeah. But in any case, that's what they're doing. Now, we've been reporting on this whole TSA air traffic controller thing for a little while now, and we've gotten a lot of feedback from you in the 4 states saying, hey, wait a second, don't these guys and gals get paid like pretty reasonably, like a lot of money? Why are we trying to raise money and support them? And honestly, I kind of agree. Like, they're not underpaid from what I understand. They're just not getting paychecks now because of the shutdown.
Yeah, but they might be living paycheck to paycheck.
They could be. That is
depending
possible.
upon how much money they spend in their monthly budget.
Right. Well, and honestly, I think if you're a government employee that is perpetually living in a reality where the government might shut down because the Democrats want to play head games with people, I think you should take that into account in your budget. I think we all do. I think most Americans do what they can to have some savings to get by for a month or two. Now, not all of us, of course.
Right.
But if you're a TSA agent, if you're a government employee, I don't know. Part of me has a hard time sympathizing with the paycheck to paycheck thing a little bit for government employees.
Well, that's why they always say try to have at least a 6-month cushion in savings to be able to live while waiting for paychecks.
And by the way, these government employees, they're not getting robbed of their paycheck. They're going to get it back pay when the government reopens. So next month, they're going to get 2 months worth of pay in 1 month.
So tell that to their landlord. Tell that to the mortgage bank. See if they'll help out.
Yeah. No, I get it. There's a human element. There's no doubt about it. I'm just saying.
Tell to the grocery store.
I'm just saying I think that there is a lot of, first off, I think that the government is bloated. Just point blank.
True.
I think that's a reality. There are more people being employed by the federal government than there needs to be, in my opinion. So number one, I have a hard time worrying or caring about those individuals. They shouldn't be employed and getting paychecks from the feds, i.e. you and I, taxpayers, to begin with. For the government employees that are TSA agents and FAA people, they should have automatic drawdowns from the feds.
I agree completely.
Whenever the government shuts down, they should be paid anyway. That should be a law. We should call our congressmen, call our representatives, and make it so, because if the federal government is going to take over a portion of the free market, i.e. air travel, that is a free market enterprise, and the government decided to just take it over, take command of an entire sector of it, which is security and air traffic controllers, then they have a responsibility to make sure it operates either through rain or shine or shutdown. That is their responsibility, dead stop.
Thought for a minute you were going to start talking about the post office, the way you said neither rain nor shine.
It's the first one.
Yeah. But also look at this law enforcement, ICE agents. They're not getting their paychecks either.
Right.
They need to get their paychecks as well because they're facing danger every day.
Oh, that's interesting. So you think that they should have automatic drawdowns too?
I think they should as well.
There's a lot of them that I think should get automatic drawdowns, in which case the question is, who doesn't? I mean, the post office needs them. People need their bills.
Well, the post office, though, is not a total dependent upon the federal government. They get people's money for buying stamps and so forth, so they help fund themselves.
It's a good point. Yeah, the military. Most people would say they should get paid automatically.
They should.
So anyway, what's your thinking on all this? Shout out to all the peeps out there, but we're all struggling. So nobody's struggle is worth more than anyone else's. KZRG News Time, 8:52.
KZRG's Big Three on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
President Trump does not expect to go to war with Venezuela, but the president said he thinks Venezuela's leaders' days are numbered as the U.S. continues to blow up suspected drug smuggling boats in international waters.
Number 2.
An Arizona Superior Court judge was caught on police body cam exposing herself and urinating in public just steps from the courthouse where she served. Her husband then took steps by stepping in to try and separate her from the officers, at which point he became arrested. Following the incident, she submitted her resignation.
By the way, earlier I said the word usurp. The word I was trying to use is commandeer, which would have been way cooler.
Ooh, it would have been.
Number 1.
There was a rollover accident in Crawford County over the weekend after a Hyundai reached speeds of 90 miles an hour after blowing through stop signs near Pittsburgh. Eventually, the vehicle left the road and rolled over in a ditch.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on daylight saving time? We want to know. Get rid of it. Keep it. Only have some of it? I don't know. Is there a middle ground?
Move the sun ahead an hour and back an hour at the different times.
Yeah. Do you think instead of changing our clocks, we should develop a giant lasso and capture the sun, and then using the might of all the horses in the four-state area that gets loose on 20th Street earlier this morning to pull the sun.
That last one had to be really hot.
That's true. Or really cool to counteract the hotness of the sun.
That's true.
What are your thoughts on daylight saving time? Leave us an open mic message. Coming up, Chris Plant in less than 10 minutes. Good morning.
Here is your KZRG forecast. It is going to be a quiet stretch of weather this week. High pressure